E. Jean Carroll case, and I think there's some discrepancies there that we can talk about. But yeah, also the fact that it's like a civil case and not a criminal case.
Okay, well, I mean, if the discrepancy is just that it's a civil case, would you still vote for Trump if he was held civilly liable for raping a little girl?
For a little girl, I mean, I would have to see the evidence there. I'm not completely happy with all the evidence that was given.
Araceli, I appreciate you for the $3 on PayPal. Could you give me an answer? Morgan, thank you for the $5 as well. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much.
Like, okay. I would say, like, my opinion on this civil case is that there's not enough evidence for me to.
Can you name one piece of evidence submitted by E. Jean Carroll to the court to prove to the jury that Trump had raped her?
As far as I know, I've read a couple Reuters articles about it. The main piece of evidence is her.
David, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo saying vote blue.
It's her own eyewitness testimony.
Okay, so yeah, testimony is going to be included within every court case. You don't know the evidence. You're kind of weird, King. I'm just going to move on. Let's go and get our next guest, D-Nell, up in here. Like, I don't know. You're just being fucking weird. But I mean, if you're interested in the evidence, I'd recommend looking into it, right? We have like medical records from the 1990s indicating that Trump had raped her, right? And we had consistency between the medical records, her own testimony, and the testimony of 11 others. What's going on, Soli? Are you voting for Trump?
No.
All right, we're going to move on to our next guest. Hey, guys, spam MAGA down below in that chat if you do want to come up and debate. It is so good to see all 3.3 thousand of you guys. Welcome into the live. It is super good to see you all. What is going on? Are you voting for Trump?
No, I just want to say I love you so much. Shout out to you.
Appreciate you for coming up. Thank you so much for the love. Guys, please, if you are in the queue, make sure that you're voting for Trump. I appreciate everyone for coming up here saying that you love me, but we are just looking for debates. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so why the hell are you voting for Trump? And Brenda, thank you for the $2 on PayPal saying W stream on Aiden yesterday. Thank you for the love, Brenda.
I'd say because, I'm tired of the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party.
Hypocrisy, okay. Give me an example.
Well, I'll give one about you, and I'll give one about, let's say...
Well, I'm not running for president, now am I?
I understand, but I'm part of the democratic process. The Democrats, you guys want to scream and protest like the Robin Hood theory. Take from the rich to give to the poor. But meanwhile, what you really do is you take from the poor to give to yourselves to make yourselves rich. As you look at Michelle Obama at the DNC, she comes out wearing, $20,000, $30,000 worth of clothes. And then she has the audacity to say how her father disparaged rich people. But meanwhile, she lives in a $12 million house in the Hamptons, $10 million house in Washington, $9 million house in D.C. And then like somebody like yourself, you say you don't get paid from the DNC, correct?
Because I'm not paid by the DNC.
Okay. So basically your only job is what you do now, and you get the money from the viewers, right?
Because that's what I do as a streamer.
And I think it's good. But how do you go off at 19 years old and you have a $35,000 Rolex Daytona that you wear?
First of all, it's not a Daytona. Second of all, I didn't buy it. Third of all, it's a family heirloom.
So it's not a Daytona. It is a Daytona. Second of all, it's a family heirloom.
Yeah, it's passed down.
Of course, you didn't buy it from all the money that you're making, right?
No.
Okay, whatever.
Not.
That's my hypocrisy on the.
Alicia, thank you for the $5 on Vim. I appreciate you so much for the love.
Now
thank you so much. Do you mind if I respond to that real quick?
Go ahead.
So since you're saying Democrats bad because rich, okay, who's the billionaire running for president?
Say it again.
You're saying Democrats bad because some Democrats have money. And
no,
who's the
I didn't say
billionaire?
that at all. I said the hypocrisy of the Democrats.
and who's the billionaire? It's not
hypocrisy.
hypocritical. I want to clarify. It's not hypocritical at all to say that rich people should pay more so we could better invest into social safety nets for the low and the middle class to reduce income inequities, all while being a rich person. Alexa, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. That is not hypocritical at all. If anything, what I'd say is that actually just shows like a basic human decency. Like you are willing to have some detriment served to yourself to make the average American better off, okay? And we know that is what happens with their policy because this is how it's proposed via Kamala Harris. But I mean, if you're just going to point out random vote for Kamala Harris. Well, I debated Nick Fuentes last night. He's a white supremacist Holocaust denier. He's a Republican. That should give a reason not to vote for Trump, right?
He just decided not to vote for Trump. I mean, again, I don't care what anybody votes for. You know, I just look at it and say the hypocrisy of the Democratic side is just absolutely
It's not
ridiculous.
hypocritical. I feel like I'm talking to a wall. I just described to you exactly how it's not hypocritical, and then you're just repeating your claim that it is hypocritical.
But just because you
Great,
explain
thank
it
you,
that way
$5
doesn't mean I agree with it.
Okay, so what are we
So,
doing?
like, let me ask you a question.
No,
Let's
no,
change
I'm
the
gonna go to
subject.
I'm gonna go and say something to you. We're having a debate, old man. Okay, so when you come up in here and you state your claim why you're not voting for Kamala Harris and why you are voting for Trump, and then I debunk the fucking claim, you can't just say, "Oh, I disagree, dude." This is a debate stream. Get a grip, okay? You can either tell me why I'm wrong, or I can move on to the next guest. I don't have time for your blatant sophistry where you just say, "Nah, I disagree with you for no reason at all because I'm ignorant and irrational." Okay, so go ahead and respond to what I said, or I'm just going to move on to the next guest. How about that?
That's not what you said. But let's
What?
talk about the hold on. Let's talk about this E. Jean Carroll thing that you were just debating with somebody.
All right, well, we got it here first, folks. I let him know if he didn't respond to what I said about his first and only claim that I was going to go ahead and move on. He didn't feel like responding, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Atheism, I appreciate you for the gold medal. You are phenomenal. What is up, Lay? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
35.
So why do you want the rapist in the Oval Office?
Listen, bro, I hear you talk about the rapists all the time, man. It's old news. I mean,
Okay, so would you vote for Trump if he like raped a little girl in the 90s because that's old news?
listen, man, it ain't got nothing to do with the rape. Throw that shit out. That's all you talk about. I see it all the time. Listen.
Okay, good
it's
to know
not-
you want to answer. Why are you
talk
voting
about
for Trump?
common
man?
sense, man.
Common
You
sense.
don't want to tax the rich. All that trickles down into the middle class, the smaller class.
Smaller class.
I don't expect you to understand. Listen, man.
Holy shit!
all
What is
about
equilibrium
common-
price?
It's common sense stuff, man.
What is equilibrium price?
It's common sense stuff, bro.
Okay, well,
Nothing anybody says.
Can I bring up a point here?
Go ahead.
So you're saying that trickle-down economics are good because common sense, and that you don't expect me to understand. EB, I appreciate you for the subscription, and Angelo, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. W's for EB and Angelo down below. But I'm here to tell you that it's actually not common sense, and trickle-down economics are a failure because we actually see that money doesn't go from the top 1% to the low and the middle class when we cut taxes for rich people. For instance, since the introduction of trickle-down economics with Reagan, we've seen a stagnation in worker wages with increases in worker productivity. And then with Trump's own tax cuts, we just saw larger payouts for the CEOs and stock buyback plans for like the corporate heads of companies. So it does not go back into the pockets of the average American. If you want more money in the pockets of the average American, maybe just directly give it to them. I mean, that's what Kamala Harris wants to do. That's pretty commonsensical, don't you think?
Yeah, give it to them so they can sit on their ass and not go to work.
SBF, I appreciate you for the subscription.
I mean, think about it. You don't want the whole country on freaking welfare and food stamps and everything else.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of course,
dude.
you want to tax the
So-
the millionaires and just give the money away.
Joyce, I appreciate you for the $10 on PayPal. W's for Joyce in the chat. Thank you for the $10. So I just want to clarify, would you or would you not support spending $1.6 trillion to give free housing, food, and water to homeless people?
Hell no.
Okay, so then why do you support Trump giving $1.6 trillion to people making over $500,000 per year?
I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I agree with everything Trump says.
Well, we're literally having a debate about economic policy. You're saying you like Trump's economic policy more. That was a part of Trump's economic policy.
Like I said, I don't agree with everything Trump does.
So then you disagree with his economic policy. Justin, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. You're phenomenal.
On to another topic, man. Look
Oh,
at
dear
WNC right now. Where's their help at, dude?
WNC? What's WNC?
Surely you don't know what's going on in Western North Carolina right now.
Yo, Nick, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love. No, I know what's going on in North Carolina. I just didn't know what WNC was. Knack with the 2 galaxies. I appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Yeah, Biden and Harris are actively helping. The governor of North Carolina has thanked them alongside state representatives from neighboring states that have been impacted by the hurricane. This is just the latest talking point of Trump and his cronies. Trump actually really hurt, right, the efforts to All right. right, welcome back in, everyone. Welcome back in. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, Pat? Hello. What's going on, Devin? Hello. What's going on, Jules? Hello. What's going on, Zeke? Hello. What's up, Alex, Haley, Liz, Devin, Rin? Hello, everybody. Hello. We got taken down for misinformation. I don't know what the fuck I said. The appeal got approved. That's been happening a lot lately. We are back on right now for everyone. Welcome back in, guys. For the first 600 people tuning in, make sure to say what's good to that chat. Super good to see you all. Knack, thank you for the hand arts. You're phenomenal. And guys, please make sure that we're double tapping. Make sure that we're sharing. We need to try to get this live sent back out. We need to try to get back up to that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10K range. So help us out here by double tapping. We're going to go ahead and get our first debate of the night back up in the queue. You ate last night. Thank you. I think I did. I really think I did well. We'll probably have some Fuentes fans coming up here saying otherwise, but you know what? That's expected. Hey, Sammy, you voted for Trump?
Yes.
Steph, thank you for the arts. You driving, man?
No. Right.
Okay. I can hear you driving, Sammy. I do appreciate you for coming up, though, man. For the 1.7 thousand people tuning back in, good to see you all. It's so good to have you all here. Let's go to get Jack up in here. And Knack, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You're a great dude. W's for Knack down below that chat. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate you for that. W's for Knack. Thank you so much, Knack. What's going on, Jack? You voted for Trump?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Why you voted for Trump?
Let's talk about it real quick. So I heard you talking about yesterday how that Trump was rigging the election.
Yeah, Trump tried to rig the outcome of the 2020 election. That is not a good reason to vote for Trump unless you're literally...
Okay, so let me ask you this. How many votes did Kamala get in the primary?
0. How many votes did Trump get in the primary?
I mean, he was a previous president.
Tanner, thank you for the money gun. 0, because in the primaries, you don't vote for a candidate, you vote for delegates who pledge to a candidate. And she got the vote of the delegates at the DNC. That's how it always happens, quite frankly.
Always?
Yeah, that's just the rules and the procedures of the DNC. You get a candidate, you put them in front of the delegates, they cast their votes, and then they're accepted or rejected by said
then why
delegates.
did 2 days prior to Kamala becoming the delegate or whatever?
She was not a delegate, she was a presumptive Democratic nominee.
Okay, but 2 days prior to that, Biden said that he's still going to run, and
yeah, and then he changed his mind.
He drops out overnight, and Kamala just magically becomes the candidate.
Well, she didn't magically become the candidate.
Overnight, it happened, did it not? Overnight.
But it wasn't so magical. it wasn't so magical. I like Biden dropped out of the race, and then he was like, I endorse Kamala Harris. Another 24 hours went by, she got the endorsement of the Clintons. Another 72 hours went by, she got the endorsement of Obama. And then she finally did more so than half of the votes from the delegate. But private political parties like the DNC and the RNC, they're not government fixtures. They're not a part of our democracy. She followed the common rules and procedures of the private political party. And Michael, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. You were phenomenal. W's for Michael down below in that chat. Thank you for the $10, man.
And one more question. How much are you getting paid by the Democratic Party?
I'm getting paid $0.00 from the Democrat Party.
Why are you doing this then?
Because I enjoy absolutely dunking on people like you.
Okay.
Wait, how is Kamala Harris going to destroy our country if she's elected?
She opened the border. She's letting illegal immigrants just run rampant.
Okay, how did she open the border?
Have you talked to the guy in charge of ICE?
Yo, Danielle, thank you for the $6 on the 66 cents on Venmo for cooking the Yahtzee last night.
He said that Biden was the first president to ever take backward action at the border, bro.
Thank you so much. So can you tell me?
In the country, he's the first president to.
Can you tell me how Harris opened the border?
Bro, go look at the interviews with the guy that runs it.
So you're saying because of the restrictions that they lifted, did we have an open border under Obama?
He's another Democrat that doesn't want to see our country win. I mean, what do you expect?
I asked you.
Oh, did he? I don't know.
Okay, so wait, you're telling me that we didn't have an open border under Obama?
I'm saying I don't know. Like, let me know.
Okay,
sure you know.
So how many continents are there?
7.
Can you name like 3 of them?
North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Australia.
Okay, you have successfully proven that you are intelligent enough to stand alive for another couple seconds here. So actually, Donald Trump's pro-open borders. He torpedoed the bipartisan border bill in the House and the Senate 2 years ago.
Why was there like a record number of immigrants not coming into our country under Trump?
Yeah, because of Title 42.
What's that? Let me know.
Yeah, that was like an implementation caused by COVID to like shut down the southern border. If COVID didn't happen and Title 42 wasn't implemented, like he wouldn't have had as low of crossings as he did. But like, can you please like respond to my argument here? Like Donald Trump is pro
What's your
open
argument?
border because he shot
Okay.
down good effective border policy that would have ended.
How is he a
crisis
pro
years
open
ago.
border? What has he done?
Because he shot down the bipartisan border bill.
What is that?
It's it was a border bill proposed by a Republican in the Senate named Langford that had Trump's endorsement, and he shot it down because he didn't want the Democrats to look good. The crisis could have been over, like years ago, but Donald Trump was like, no, I want the border to stay open.
Okay, what has Kamala done to reverse that? Anything?
Ashley, thank you for the 8 hearts. And Knack with the $15 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Knack. Let's get at least 500 W's for Knack down below. Saying amazing platform. I really appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much, Knack. Yeah, I heard Biden implemented an executive order that decreased crossings by 60%. Are you going to respond to the fact that Donald Trump torpedoed good
How are
border
crossings down
legislation?
60%? Look at our country, man.
How
What are you saying?
wait,
That's just fake news.
no, that is not fake news. In fact,
Look at Springfield.
so wait, in Springfield,
York.
the Haitian migrants, yeah, those are legal migrants. You're so
They're legal
incredibly
because of
intelligent.
the.
Oh,
app that
thank you for the
Kamala
$8 on PayPal.
released. They can just come in for free, bro.
Also false.
Did
In fact,
you not watch the vice presidential debate?
also false. We've had legal
How is
processes.
that false? That's true.
Because we've had legal processes for Haitians to come into our country because of the disparities in their own country. In fact, Donald Trump renewed them in 2018. You don't know shit, and you're still not responding to the fact that Donald
is
Trump
the
is
question?
pro-open border because he
Okay,
torpedoed
okay.
the bipartisan border bill.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, if you don't care that Trump is open border, why should I care that you say Kamala Harris is pro-open border?
Bro, do you think we can survive another 4 years of that?
Of what?
To be honest. Do you think that Biden was in charge that whole time?
Okay, so you're actually just not fucking responding to my arguments. You're pivoting around them. You're annoying me. Either
Bro,
respond to the
what
argument
is
or then
your
move on to the
argument?
next guess.
I don't know what that is. Like,
Donald
honestly,
Trump is
no.
pro-open borders.
Okay.
Right? If you want to
Okay.
vote for the candidate who is actually
I am
going to
gonna
handle
vote
the
for Trump.
border, okay, so you're pro-open borders too then.
I mean, sure. Yeah, if that's what Trump is, I am too.
Okay, so do we see how you lack a fucking backbone and a spine?
Bro,
and
look
as
at
soon
you.
as you make a
Look-
fucking
listen to how
one
you
second,
talk.
Jack, put the binky in your mouth. Do you see how you lack a spine and like you'll criticize Kamala Harris for one thing, but then as soon as you learn that it's true of Trump, you don't care? Like, why are you so spineless?
Because I care about my country, bro. Like, if we have Kamala as president, like, I promise you it's going downhill.
Okay, name one proposed policy of hers that's bad.
I'm not, she hasn't released any policies, has she?
Yeah, she has.
She hasn't
like,
done a
over
single
40.
interview. No, she had one interview when she talked about how she worked at McDonald's.
I'd like to clarify she has over 40 release policies on her website.
Okay, I'm sure anybody knows what her website is. Like, nobody cares.
Okay, so you can't name one of her policies that's
I
going to
can't.
impact
No,
America
I'm sure you
bad.
can't. No, you love her for some reason.
T, I appreciate
know
you
one
for
of
the
them.
ICU. So you want to know her policy?
Yes, please.
Sure, like her economic policy. She wants to increase the child tax credit to $6,000 for
Where do
any
you think
kid
that
of
money's
the age
coming
of...
from?
Okay, so Jack, you don't actually want to hear a policy because you're interrupting.
No, I do want to hear it, but where do you think that money's coming from, though? Like, what do you think's going to happen to the country when she releases all this free money to people?
Yeah, so her tax policies indicated to cost $2.4 trillion, right? $1.1 trillion of that is going to come from a 7% increase in the corporate tax rate, and the remainder of the $1.3 trillion is going to come from allowing Medicare a greater renegotiated ability with private pharmaceutical companies, one, increasing the realized capital gains tax on sentient millionaires, two, and introducing the unrealized capital gains tax on sentient millionaires, three. It's self-sufficient over the 10-year lifespan of the bill. But if you care about pumping money into the economy without a plan how to pay for it, why are you voting for Trump? His tax plan that disproportionately benefits rich people is estimated to cost $5.8 trillion, and he has no clue how he's going to pay for it. Where's that money going to come from, Jack?
From pumping gas in our own country, pumping oil, fracking.
Tyrell, thank you for the $15 on Venmo. Let's get some W's for Tyrell down below that chat. Thank you so much. W's for Tyrell down below. Thank you for the love, Tyrell. Okay, Jack, you want to know something funny that's going to make you look stupid?
Yeah, let's hear it.
We're producing more oil under
No, we're
Kamala
not
Harris than we've
producing
been
more
under
oil. You want to
Trump.
know where that money's coming from? Why gas prices are going down?
Jack, we are
They're
producing more
releasing-
oil.
They're going into our reserve.
No, we are producing
I
more
promise you
oil.
they are.
Okay.
No, where? Where are they producing more oil? We're not even fracking.
Yes, we are fracking. If you look up the U.S. Energy Information Administration, you could see how much crude oil the U.S. has been producing domestically since the 1930s. You look at the graph of the years under Trump and the years under Biden and Harris. We've been producing more under Harris. You are actively engaging in lies. Why do you lie to yourself?
Why did gas prices go up then under?
Tara, I appreciate you for the $50 on Venmo. Let's get some massive W's in the chat for Tara, literally right now. Thank you for the $50. Let's get at least 500 W's for Tara down below that chat. And Erica, thank you for the marvelous. Yeah, I'll tell you why gas prices have been increasing next, but I first just want you to respond to the fact that
No. Let me know why they're increasing. If you're saying
no, because I want you to respond to the original point that you made, Jack. You said that we weren't producing more oil now than we were under Trump. We are.
Okay, I don't know that for a fact. So
yes, you do. I'm giving you a source, the US EIA.
I'll look it up after this, but
no, this is sophistry. You lack a spine.
I can't understand. I'm not gonna just magically agree with everything you say. Just think you're
I'm giving you a source from the U.S. Energy Information Administration.
I'm not just gonna believe you randomly.
Oh my God! Then look it up right now.
Okay. I have to leave the live to do that.
Yeah, do it. I want you to do it right now, and you don't have to leave the live to do it. Just go on pause and then come back. And San, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do really appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much.
What is the source?
The U.S. Energy Information Administration. While he's looking that up, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest. What's up, Natalie? Are you voting for Trump?
I'm actually English, but I just wanted to say that...
Beak, I appreciate you for the subscription. You are great. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here literally right now, guys. I do appreciate you guys so much for the love. If you are in the queue, make sure that you're voting for Trump. We got our next guest loading in right now. And for the 5,000 people hanging out with us in here today, make sure that we're double tapping. Let's try to get up to 400,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Hayden? Are you voting for Trump? All right, Hayden's not here. Guys, spam MAGA down below in that chat for me if you want to come up. Claire, it's so good to see you. Thank you for the golden party. You are phenomenal. W's for Claire in that chat, ladies and gentlemen. And Benji, thank you for the subscription. What's up, NA? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how old are you?
24.
So why are you voting for Dipey Don?
That's fair. I do, before I start, I do want to have a productive conversation about this. Like, if we're gonna change each other's minds, let's be respectful about it. The first things I will let you pick which one you want to argue about. I would like to argue about abortion.
Thank you for the gold mine. And Tally, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. W's for Tally in the chat and Cat with the gold mine. Go ahead.
Abortion or economics is probably where I want to go.
No, you got it, man. Just tell me why you're voting for Trump.
Okay. I get my main reason would be abortion for sure. I think that the overturning of Roe v. Wade was a huge success, giving the power back to the states.
Kara, thank you for the $25 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. Let's get some W's for Kara down below with the $25. That is Kara. Thank you so much for the love, Kara. So yeah, why do you think that abortion should be left up to the states?
Because why should anything be left up to the federal government? I don't think that that's in its...
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not saying anything. I think the federal government...
Are you fucking sure?
Like I said, bro, we don't got to do like that.
Would you support a woman's right to vote going back to the state?
Yeah, I think that for the federal government has like 3 obligations.
What the fuck?
One being the military.
What the fuck?
Why would you disagree with that? Why would you disagree with the fact that should not go back to the state?
So what are your opinions on Robert E. Lee?
One more time.
Do you think that the right to own slaves should be left up to the state?
No. That's a human right issue. That's a human right issue.
Wait, is voting not a human right? Is healthcare not a human right?
No, I don't think. No. Voting is actually not a human right at all.
Oh my God. Okay. Do you think would you be okay with a man's right to vote going back down to the state? Would you be okay? So you'd be okay with your state making it illegal for your voice to matter?
Would I be okay with it? No, because I would vote against that. But do I agree that...
Oh, wait. No, but I don't really care because your voice doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Why would it not matter if it's in the state that I'm in?
Because you think it should go back down to the state. You don't really care if your voice matters or not.
But I would vote in the state. That's what I'm saying.
So you just like don't see like any sanctity in our civil and electoral processes applying to all American citizens?
I didn't say any. I said a few. I said like human rights issues, the military, defense, the border.
I just no answer my fucking question. You don't see any sanctity, right, in our civil and electoral processes ensuring all American citizens have their federally protected right to vote. I love Hot M. I appreciate you for the money gun. Are you like sure?
100% I agree that should be up to the state. Why should...
Purdy, I appreciate you with the $100 on Venmo. Holy shit. Let's get some W's for Purdy down below in the chat. Let's get at least 1,000 W's down below right now. And Bruno, thank you so much for the $15 on PayPal as well. Massive W's with Purdy and massive W's for Bruno right now. Thank you both so much for the love. Massive, massive W's. You are so great, Purdy. It is great to see you today. And Atheism, thank you for the gold medal. So do you see how I'm just looking at you like an absolute like insane human being for saying that you'd be fine with some people not having the right to vote?
Okay, but let me also ask you this. If it went back to the states, do you think that any state would vote for women not being able to vote?
Yeah, but even if they didn't, it wouldn't matter. Like, do you just see how like you're insane? Like, dude, you're literally crazy. I think that there's just like an obstacle between us. If you'd be fine with like women not having the right to vote, of course you're voting for Trump.
When did I ever say that I don't want women to vote?
Yeah, because you said that you'd be okay with it going back down to the state. You'd be fine with him not having that right. I mean, do you think that do you think that the soldiers that fought for the Confederacy were fine with states owning the right, having the right to own slaves?
That's a totally different.
No, it's not. It's conceptually the same. It's conceptually the same
at all.
It absolutely is.
How?
Thank you for the amazing. Because Robert E. Lee personally didn't own any slaves, and Robert E. Lee freed the slaves on his family's plantation when he gained ownership. Yet Robert E. Lee, led the Confederacy into war against the Union.
But again,
would you agree with me when I'd say that Robert E. Lee was for slave ownership?
Yeah, for sure. But
okay, so therefore, you're for women not having the right to vote.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying for the fact that it should go back to the states.
You're so gross.
How is that gross? Why do
you don't see how that's gross?
I can ask you this question.
One second. So you're totally okay with the idea of granting the state an ability to silence and oppress the voice of every single woman in their state. You're fine with that.
If we're talking about voting, yes, I would be fine with a stat going back to the states. Slavery is totally different.
Purdy, thank you so much for the 25 gifted subs. Let's get some W's for Purdy in the chat right now. Thank you for the 25 gifted subs. You are going off today, Purdy. Thank you for the love. W's for Purdy down below right now. I really appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much, Purdy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, Jack?
Right, so pull up the graph that you showed me, or that you told me to look up right now on your stream, bro. You'll see a huge spike in 2016 and then just a steady down rise after that.
Okay, so you're fucking denying that we're okay.
Oh, you can look up the graph on your stream right now.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna embarrass you. It sucks.
There was a huge spike in 2016 as soon as Trump started drilling again, and then just a steady down rise ever since.
Yo, Atheism, thank you for the boxing gloves. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much for the love, Atheism. You are phenomenal. All right, dude. I didn't know that facts were subjective. So that's the thing, guys.
Look at the graph. It's just going down. What?
Yeah, 1 second, man. I didn't know that facts were subjective. B, I appreciate you so much for this.
Yeah, I guess an arrow going down is good.
All right, so I don't know if facts were subjective, but here we are. Xavier, I do really appreciate you for the $15 on PayPal. You are absolutely phenomenal. W's for Xavier in the chat. So right here is going to be the peak under Trump's... One moment. Here's going to be the peak under Trump's admin at 12.9 million barrels, 1,000 barrels of oil per day. And then here's the peak under Biden and Harris at 13.2 thousand barrels of oil per day. The issue with you is that I literally am giving you a source to justify that there's more oil being produced under Biden and Harris than Trump. You even looked it up and then you still don't believe it. So I had to fucking pause my stream, take off my background, and pull it up and show it to you yourself. I can't do this shit, ladies and gentlemen. This is MAGA.
No, open that back up and zoom it out.
Zoom it out. This is their two presidencies. This is 2014 over here. I don't understand why any of that else would be relevant, but there you go. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
look at, do you not see that? As soon as Trump got elected, 2016.
Oh, Jack, you fucking suck, dude. I literally just showed you how we're producing more oil in your body.
No, that's not producing more oil. That's our reserves. Like what?
Dude, it literally says domestic production of oil. Dude, what is your interpretation skills? It literally says U.S. field production of crude oil. Do I like? What are we doing here? Jack? What are we? You're embarrassing yourself, man. It's not. No, that's not our reserves. That is the U.S. field production
I'm
of
just
crude
confused
oil.
at how she's producing this much oil when she's not even fracking.
Oh, because we are fracking.
Well, not as much as under Trump, so I'm not sure.
We
what
are
happens.
literally fracking more now than we were.
No, we're not.
You saw
Like,
it.
what?
I showed you.
Kamala said she's pro.
Oh my God, Jack. Okay, I have a question. Why are you so like irrational?
Dude, I just hate Kamala. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, why?
Because they're just horrible people, bro. They're just puppets.
Okay, what's the worst thing that Kamala Harris has ever done?
You're not gonna believe me if I tell you, but it's probably TOS anyway. I'm not gonna say it.
No, tell me.
You're just not gonna believe me, bro.
Can you tell me?
Nah, it's alright.
Okay, Jack, you suck. You're probably going to say some racist shit. We're going to go and move on to our next guest. Guys, hop in the queue if you voted for Trump. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here right now. If you want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal are in my bio. Dude, we have some rough ass guests in here today. All right, let's go and get our next guest up in here. We got Jonathan loading in. And by the way, guys, make sure to go like my recent TikTok. I kind of talked about my debate with Nick Fuentes a little bit. I think I killed it. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you, Jonathan?
I am. 20.
20, phenomenal. And Bill Z, I appreciate you for the $5 on Venmo. And 50, Trump, are you voting for Trump?
No, I'm voting for Kamala. I'm just a troll account, but you killed it last night.
Man, I appreciate you. Yo, Victor, I appreciate you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Let's get some W's for Victor in that chat. Thank you for the $25. You were absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, take it away, Jonathan, why you voted for Trump.
So, I'm just going to be honest here. What's the deal with them getting rid of the IDs in California to be able to vote?
Oh, dude, there's no proposed policy to do that. Kaylee, thank you for the $15 on Venmo saying that you cooked in the debate last night. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm fine with people not having to show their ID to vote. Whatever.
That's stupid, though.
No, because you still have to be a U.S. citizen.
You need to be an American citizen to vote.
You're still, yeah, you do have to be an American citizen to vote. So you understand, like when we have these laws.
So in California, you don't need an ID. You don't need an ID.
Yeah, but you still need to be a citizen.
You can be one of the immigrants and go. You can be an immigrant, a legal immigrant, I should say.
No, you can't. Because you need vote. No, you can't because you need to be registered to vote, and in order to be registered to vote, you need a social security number.
So what's stopping them from getting a fake one or whatever? I'm done with this. I can't do this.
That's a fake social security number. No, they're like referenced against our federal government databases. And if you want to ask the question, what's stopping an undocumented migrant from getting a social security number? Republicans. You don't want to give them pathways to residency or citizenship. All right, we're going to move on to our next guest here, everyone. Just give us a minute. Let's see what we got. We got Braden loading up into the box. Everyone, just give us a minute. For the 5.4 thousand people hanging out with us in here today, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. We may need a restart. By the way, guys, what's up, Braden? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay, why in the hell would you be doing that? Okay, I guess he didn't want to share with the class. See, that's the issue with these Republicans, chat, is that they have no spine. Can we get a no spine L in the chat? Hey, what's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, why?
Because he watches One Piece.
Okay, annoying troll. Goodbye. We're gonna try to do maybe one or two more guests here, then we'll probably restart. We got 5.5 thousand people in here. You guys are phenomenal, but I think we need to restart. Matt, what's going on, man? You voting for Trump?
Hey, no, I'm actually voting for Brent Peterson.
Brent Peterson, 2024.
Yes, I love you, Dean. Oh my God.
Brent Peterson. You know what? I'm okay with that troll. I've been seeing Mr. Brent Peterson pop up for years, man. He's been running for president for like fucking 8 years now, and here on TikTok. Okay, all right. For the 5.4 thousand people hanging out with us in here for the stream today, we got to go ahead and hit a restart. I don't know why we're not sending out. It is what it is, but we will get there. I'm going to ask all 5.5 thousand of you guys to head over to my account, like my recent video talking about my debate with Nick, and then I'm going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to hit a quick restart. And oh, guys, I destroyed Nick. I destroyed him. It was not funny, and the only people saying that Nick won are Nazis. Okay, I want to put that out there. Only Yahtzees will say that Nick won. On my Twitter account, someone said that I lost, and it got like a bunch of likes. So then I responded to them and I asked them, question, was Hitler bad? They said no. So, yeah. Amanda, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. W's for Amanda down below in the chat. Thank you for the love, Amanda. Thank you so much. Massive W's for Amanda down below. I really appreciate you for the $20. But yeah, we're going to be right back in 10 seconds, chat. See y'all soon. Guys, so much for coming back in. Welcome into the live, ladies and gentlemen. It is so good to see you all. Welcome back in. What's up, Brooke? What's up, Maya? What's going on, Jake? What's going on? I appreciate you so much for coming back in, guys. Welcome back in, y'all. For the first 700 people hanging out with us in here today, guys, I do appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. What's going on, Keith? What's going on, Susika? What's going on, Melissa, Miki, Cassie, Mia, Sharema, Nana? Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone so much for being here. Welcome back in. If you are voting for Trump, make sure to hop in that queue, baby. We're going to go ahead and just hop right back into our debates. Make sure to share out this live with a handful of friends. Let's try to get up to 100,000 shares. That's crazy. Let's try to get up to 500 shares. Oh, man. What's going on, dude? You voted for Trump?
Yeah, but I just want to talk about the debate. I think you got absolutely freaking crushed. And yeah, you're not used to debating real conservatives.
Oh my God.
Let's first start off with the fact that Nick told you he's not voting for Trump.
Oh my God. There's a Yahtzee on the live.
Okay. You can call it that.
There's a Yahtzee on the live.
When you call us fascists and not, it doesn't.
No. So I got Nick to say that he'd rather vote for Hitler over any woman.
No. You asked him, was Hitler a good leader?
No.
Historically, he was.
Say Hitler. No, I asked him if he would vote. Alana, thank you for the galaxy. That's already crazy as is. See what I mean? There's actual Yahtzees. That's who's gonna say Nick won, chat.
No, you got destroyed, and then Andrew Tate wouldn't even give you the time of fucking day.
I want to clarify.
You cried like a little girl.
I want to clarify here. Did you agree with Nick when he said that he would prefer Hitler to be our president over any woman?
No, you said over his mother. You said over. What did you say over his mother?
Over his wife.
Yeah. I would take Hitler over. Yeah.
See what I see. So chat. He
was a great leader, buddy.
Chat. These are the people saying that I lost. For everyone in this stream, these are the people saying that I lost.
Everyone is saying you lost.
This is
your little echo chamber.
This is crazy. Hey, did you agree with him when he said that the Holocaust didn't happen?
I don't think it was 6 million people.
Chat. See what the fuck I mean? These are the people saying that I lost. Chat. See what I mean? Oh, dude.
Did you not say it's normal for a guy to have sex with another guy? Dude, that's normal to you?
Dude, get off my stream. Dude, guys, listen, hear me out. These are the people saying that I lost. Oh my God, no, the Nazis are coming to TikTok. No, the Yahtzees, they found me on TikTok. Chat. I can't do this anymore. Oh my God. Oh no. Hey, what's going on, man? You voted for Trump?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Why are you voting for Trump?
Well, I just wanted to talk about last night as well.
I'm terrified. I'm so scared. Please,
why is Sneeko so afraid to debate you? Did you see him dodge me last night? I'm actually a Kamala supporter. Me and my wife love you. Goodbye.
I appreciate you, Seymour. We're going to go to get our next guest up in here. Make sure if you're in the queue, you are voted for Trump. Yes, Sneeko did dodge me. He actively lied on the live in front of Aiden Ross because he had agreed to debate me and then he backed out. Yeah, I know Sneeko scared of me. What's going on, Gabby? You voting for Trump?
Fuck no. Love you, Dean.
Appreciate you for the love, Gabby. Guys, spam MAGA down below in that chat if you do want to come up and debate. Please, no Yahtzees. Just please, please, please leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Ayla. Okay. All right. Ayla's not coming up here. We're going to move on to our next guest. Let's get to see what Matt has to say, everyone. Dude, just give us a minute, guys. Everyone, do just be patient here, y'all. Thank you for the 5,000 people hanging out with us in here today. I appreciate y'all for being here. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump? Okay. All right. Moving on to our next guest here, everyone. Just give us a minute. All right. He's not in here, guys. Spam MAGA in the chat if you want to come up. We're just looking for a next guest here, y'all. We're just looking for a next guest here today, everybody. All right. Let's see what we got next, guys. Let's see what we got next. Everyone do just be patient. Let's go to get Giovanni up in the live, guys. Everyone do just give us 1 minute to get our next guest up in the box here, y'all. Let's see what we got. We're going to go ahead and get Annabelle loaded up into the stream, guys. Please, if you are in the queue, make sure that you're voting for Trump. What's going on, Anna? Are you voting for Trump?
When is Parker coming on?
Okay, please fuck off. Like, with all due respect, guys, I hate it when I have to clarify like 7 times that I'm looking to debate Trump supporters, and y'all keep coming.
Yo,
Hi,
what's up? How you doing, man? I saw the debate last night. I'm not gonna lie, like, generally speaking, I agreed with Nick, but like on the homosexuality argument, I don't know if I can say that. Let me know if I can't say that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I agree with him, but he was not arguing it properly.
Jameson, did you agree with him when he said that he'd prefer Hitler to be a president?
Whoa. We'll get on to that. Whoa. First of all, that doesn't even make sense because, like, he doesn't have a wife, so, like, a hypothetical wife could be better than Hitler, obviously. But, like, that didn't even make sense. But the homosexuality argument. This dude was arguing. I'm not gonna lie.
Jameson.
Nah, listen, bro. Let me just. We'll talk about that. But the homosexuality argument.
Could you say GAY? That word gets a live ban.
Yeah. The GAY argument. And W patriarchy. You said GAY, not the LESBIN. But I'm joking. Listen,
we're literally referencing GAY men. See that, dude?
That is true.
I can't do it.
Listen, bro. He was arguing from the point of it being disgusting, and you kind of.
Corey, I appreciate you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you for the $10, Corey. And Bethany, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal for destroying Nick. And Sophia with the $5 on Venmo for destroying Nick as well. I appreciate you guys for the love. Jameson, I just want to know, are you voting for Trump? I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not voting for Kamala. If the Trump rhetoric gets worse and worse, I'm not going to vote for him, to be honest. Like the Green.
All right, we're moving on to our next guest. Everyone, dude, just give us a minute, guys, for the 6,000 people hanging out with us in here today. Today's an interesting stream, okay? We have a lot of interesting people coming up. What's going on? Nolan, are you voting for Trump?
Nigger!
Okay, I apologize for his use of slurs. Let's go and get our next guest, Joy, up in the box right now. Yo, Sydney with the $100 on Venmo for the gas money. Sydney, I appreciate you for the love. Let's get some W's in the chat for Sydney, literally right now with the $100 on Venmo. I really appreciate you for the love. Massive W's for Sydney down below in that chat, literally right now. I do really appreciate you, Sydney. W's for Sydney in the chat right now. I appreciate you so very much. What's going on? Emma, are you voting for Trump? And Emma left. Okay, can we go back to spamming MAGA down below in the chat? Just spam MAGA down below in the chat. We can pull from the queue, but it's not working because everyone in the queue is like actually like dead. Like just dead. Like I was gonna say like not that smart, like low IQ. No, like it is so bad, like they can't function. Their heart can't beat because of the lack of cells in their brain. Hi, are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, are you driving?
To take exit 2022 to merge
Okay,
onto
you're driving. Moving on to our next guest, everyone. Dude, just give us a minute. We got Lena loading up into the box. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Hi, Dean. I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciated your shout out.
Thank you so much for coming up. I'm just looking to debate Trump supporters, but I appreciate you for the time. Yeah, he's definitely driving. What's up, Oscar? You voting for Trump?
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, why so, Oscar?
Because he's what America needs right now.
Okay, so why is he what America needs?
Because he's going to fix all of our inflation.
Inflation?
Yes, sir.
Oscar? Oscar.
Yes.
How many continents are there, brother?
There are 7.
Nicholas, are you voting for Trump?
I'm Australian, but can I just say?
Guys, please. Chris, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you for the love on Venmo, Chris. W's for Chris down below in the chat. We're going to move on to our next guest. Today's stream is rough, guys. Please spam me in the chat right now if you just want to come on debate. I'm looking for Trump supporters to debate. Let me know by spamming me down below. Hello, Birdie. Are you voting for Trump?
Hi, I can't hear you. Oh, hold on.
Are you voting for Trump? Oscar, thank you so much for the $11 and the 11 cents. I do really appreciate you for the love. Once we get our next guest up in here, y'all do spam Oscar down below in that chat. W's for Oscar. I appreciate you. What's up? Are you voting for Trump?
Maybe if Fuentes tells me to.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Moving on to our next guest, we got Sean loading up into the queue. Everyone, do just give us a minute to get Sean up in here, everyone. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes, sir, baby.
Okay, why so, Oscar? Sean?
So I'm voting for Trump because I honestly just think, the past 4 years have been ruthless, and the 4 years with Trump were just phenomenal, to be honest.
Okay, so the last 4 years have been bad. So what policy did the Biden-Harris administration implement that caused the country to be worse?
Honestly, I don't really follow policies. I just go with what I see and what the American people see, I guess.
Yeah, but just because something happens in the country doesn't necessarily mean that the president's to blame. Something I could say here is, would you blame the 14.8% rate of unemployment at the end of Trump's term on Trump?
No.
Okay, but it happened in the country while he was president. So we just defeated your own logic.
Well, just not even that. It's just all the stuff I'm seeing on TikTok about Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Just all the bad stuff.
Okay, what's one bad thing about Kamala Harris?
So the one thing that kind of makes me mad is how the whole the hurricane just destroyed those states over
there. Yep.
So it doesn't make any sense that she's only offering them $750 and they have to apply for it.
Yeah. So I've not seen any justification for that absolutely anywhere. And then, so you understand that when we have hurricane relief, we're talking about a federally ran program that involves FEMA, that involves emergency response units. Maybe Law of the Wild could chime in on this.
Right.
Yeah, so under Stafford Act, so the executive branch can't just allocate money from Congress. They're already given a limited pool of money that they can have. So under the Stafford Act, there's emergency assistance that's approved. Literally all you have to do is be in an area that's been declared a presidential emergency and fill out your name and your address. And you get $750, no questions asked. That is literally the maximum that is allowed under the Stafford Act to be allocated from FEMA funds. And then afterwards, there's up to $78,000 from the Emergency Assistance Fund that it can be allocated based off of damage assessments. But $750 is the maximum under federal law that the executive branch is allowed to allocate without congressional approval.
All right. Well, you guys are good. I just want to come up here and just say hi. I don't know. Dean, you're smart. You're also smart too. So just keep killing it, bro. I'm not really a good debater, so
Okay, Sean. All right. Law, how we doing today, man?
Living the dream, man. Yeah, so 750 doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but the funding is intended to get people a hotel room for a few days and get them food and water until they can sort things out. There will be more funding that will be emergency funding that will be approved, and people who have had devastating losses will be opened up to the full emergency fund, and even more money probably beyond that. But it's just, this is what our current law allows and has allowed since Katrina, is just $750 in emergency direct immediate payments based off of a disaster.
Yeah. Hey, Gus, you voting for Trump? Luca, you voting for Trump?
Hell yeah, baby. Trump 2024. That's all we do. That's all we do around here. Stop with this pussy shit. Okay. All right, stop with this Kamala bullshit.
Okay.
All right, we need Trump 2024.
Hey, Luca, do you mind if I ask you a very important question? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to ask you it. Either name one policy that Trump influenced to get passed the first time he was president, or one policy that he's running on getting passed if he was to be reelected.
Dude, I don't know, man. All right, I'm down a couple. Let's just do it, bro.
Oh my God, Luca, you're a joke.
I don't know what's up with your
Oh my God, dude, you're kidding, right?
dude.
Wait, do you think that policy is a liberal agenda?
Yo, you're a liberal agenda. All right, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, bro.
Okay, what is the liberal agenda?
You being paid to get on here, all right, and talk to you about like liberal agenda and shit.
And who am I paid by?
Kamala Harris herself.
Okay, do you think it's... So,
Luca, I want to let you know what's just about to happen, and Dean can thank you for it. Dean is about to probably get a minimum of $200 worth of donations, laughing at you for saying that he's funded by the Kamala Harris campaign.
So, Luca, what evidence do you have that I'm paid by Harris's campaign?
Parker said so.
Parker? Who's Parker? Like my friend Parker?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If he did, he was joking.
Well, I don't really take jokes lightly around here.
Oh, wait, how about we just ask Parker?
When Parker said that he was being paid $1 trillion a live... Oh, hey.
Yo,
Parker,
Shannon, thank you for the $5 on Venmo from the DNC. And Gabby, thank you for the $5 on Venmo from the DNC as well. Thank you, Shannon, Gabby, for the $5. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
He's telling
Liv, thank you for the $5 on Venmo from the DNC.
We get money from Taylor Swift every single day, dude. Every day we get money from Taylor Swift. So
Thias with the $20 on Venmo from Taylor Swift and the DNC.
You've got
Emily
us,
with the $5 on Venmo from the DNC. Leanne with the $20 on Venmo for the agenda. W's for Thias and Leanne and Shannon and Kaylee. Let's go, y'all. And Alicia with the $5 on Venmo from the DNC as well.
The Nick debate?
Yes, absolutely. Ashton with the $10 on Venmo from the RNC. I appreciate you for the $10, Ashton. And Tracy with the $20 on Venmo straight from Kamala Harris herself. Thank you, Tracy and Kaylee with the $15 on Venmo straight from the DNC. Oh my God, you guys are going
crazy,
on.
bro.
I don't know what.
Taz, thank you for the $5 from the DNC. Thank you so much.
Fuentes, I think he kind of owned
Mulaney, thank you for the $10 on Venmo from the DNC.
Luca, did I call it or did I not call it?
Sydney with the $100 on Venmo from the DNC. Oh my God. Let's get at least 1,000 W's in the chat for Sydney with the $100 and Katrina with the $25 on Venmo as well. Sydney and Katrina and Tess with the $5. Jasmine with the $5 from the DNC. Massive W's for Sydney and Tess down below. I apologize. Take it away. But Chris, thank you for the $5.
Luca, you know that guy literally said that he would vote for Hitler over any woman?
He wasn't saying that. He was saying how
he literally did say that. We have the clip.
Nah, but he was saying
thank you for the $5 from the DNC.
He was saying how
Jason with the $5 on Venmo from the DNC as well.
Which he was. He actually got Germany out of a bad situation.
Megan, thank you for the $5 from the DNC. Do not argue Hitler is good. Are you really arguing that?
Them out of like really bad debt, actually, from World War.
Mackenzie, thank you for the $5 on Venmo was the DNC bonus.
Wait, do you think Hitler was a good leader?
He wasn't like, his morals were really bad, but his intention of getting them out of
What, dude? Don't even talk about you saying his intention is good is crazy. Saying Hitler's intentions were good is like an insane thing to say.
No, but
Katrina, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. Katrina, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much.
I'm not saying it was like.
And Lindsay with the $10 as well. Thank you for the $10.
All those people, but what he did for Germany as like an economical standpoint and getting them out of debt was really good. It was good.
He didn't even do good in that respect either.
What?
Yes, he did.
How did he do that? Do you even know? Are you just saying that, you fucking weirdo?
How the fuck would I know that, dumbass?
How would you know that? So then why the hell are you you're giving cred to Hitler without even knowing anything? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't understand. Was I born 40 years ago?
Apparently, your brain cells were.
I'm pretty sure
you got 3 of them.
Everyone knows that he himself dug Germany out of a big.
Susan, thank you for the $50 from the DNC. Thank you so much, Susan. Let's get some W's for Susan in the chat. Thank you, Susan.
I just want to clarify.
I'm not saying what he did was not messed up.
Jalen, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. I appreciate you for that.
Really good.
So, did you agree with Fuentes? Would you vote for Hitler over any woman?
Would I vote Kamala Harris over Hitler? Yes, I would vote Kamala Harris over Hitler. Would I just vote some random woman over Hitler? No, I would not.
Bro, this guy is so insane.
Let's go, guys.
Dude, Dean, what did you? This is average Aiden chatter. Average Aiden chatter right here. This is an average Aiden chatter. This did not happen on TikTok before.
Oh my
this
God.
did not happen.
Everyone spam.
These people are insane. You don't even know what you're saying, Luca. Be quiet.
Parker,
you don't even know what you're saying.
Parker, watch this. Are you ready for this? Luca, name one policy that Donald Trump passed while he was president the first time, or one policy that he wants to pass if he's reelected again.
2024. All right.
What will Trump do for our country?
You've got to be Luca. Please tell me you're trolling. Please tell me you're trolling.
Nicole, thank you for the $50 on Venmo from the. Shut up, Luca. Nicole, thank you for. Shut up. Thank you for the $50 on Venmo from Nicole and Justin with the $5. Let's get at least 500 W's in the chat for Nicole and Justin. I appreciate you for the $5.
Lindsay, thank you for the $5, and Melanie, thank you so much for the $10 from the DNC.
Dude, like Luca. So I just want to.
McDonald's is like $20 now, bro, for a normal meal. All right, I can't stand this shit anymore, man.
Luca, you know there was inflation around the entire world, right?
I don't care, dude. All right.
So then, how is it if it happened all around the world?
Not McDonald's.
If it happened all around the world, how was it caused by Biden-Harris
I need
administration
to get
policy?
like DoorDash discounts now, dude.
Oh,
this
well,
guy's
maybe
not
it's
rational. Just not rational. At
Maybe
all.
it was $20 because you ordered it through DoorDash.
No, I get discounts. All right, it's a method.
Dude, Luca, what is 2 squared?
2 squared? Is that like
God, dude. They okay, please.
What is 4 squared?
4 squared is 16.
Taylor, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo, Taylor. W's for Taylor.
Luca, what's 6 squared?
All right, I don't know why we're asking math questions right now.
Can you answer the question?
I just answered the last 2.
Well, what is 6 squared?
36.
Okay. You know what, Luca? I have one more question. How many consonants are there?
All right. You know what, dude? Fucking 32. All right.
No. How many consonants are there? Be for real.
Ryan, thank you for the $25 on Venmo to F the Yahtzee. I appreciate you for the love, Ryan. W's for Ryan down below in the chat. And Sapphire with the $5 on Venmo.
Okay.
Trump 2024.
Justin, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. And Helen, thank you for the $3 as well. Thank you. Yeah, this guy's not rational. Bro, you're not even making like an argument, Luca. You're just like an insane individual.
The last 4 years doesn't make any sense, all right? If I'm voting
I don't think a lot makes any sense.
I'm voting for the guy who
Can we just point out the fact that like probably not anything makes a whole lot of sense to you?
Luca, Trump didn't make your McDonald's cheaper. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It was way cheaper 4 years ago.
What? That doesn't mean that it was caused because of Trump. You know it was cheaper. You know it was even cheaper under Obama.
Okay. Is that Kamala Harris? Is that Joe Biden? No.
Joe Biden was vice president, genius.
Exactly. What did she do? Absolutely nothing. Why are we voting for her?
So can you tell me? Do you think that Trump caused higher prices for your McDonald's than Obama?
Ashton, thank you for the $10 on Venmo and LC with the $15 on PayPal. W's for Ashton and LC down below in the chat. I appreciate you both for the love.
0.
I'm just gonna kick him. LC and Ashton, I appreciate you guys for the love.
Sapphire, thank you so much for the $5 straight from Taylor Swift. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And Law, I appreciate you for coming up and hopping in about the FEMA stuff. Feel free to like re-request if.
Yeah, I don't want to cloud the box. The only reason I stayed up is I wanted to thank Tess for the $5 and Madison for the $100, saying I don't get enough love on these. I appreciate you. I'll put it to good use, helping those in need. So you guys have a good live.
You as well. Thank you for coming up.
See you, man. Good seeing you. Good seeing you as always.
What's up, guys? You want to mute that mic, Pookie?
Thank you for exposing how stupid these people are. Seriously.
I thought he was a Trump supporter. We're going to move on to our next guest here. Y'all, if you are voting for Trump, make sure to hop in that queue, guys, and do double tap away that phone screen. I don't know what's going on in the algorithm today. I think it's a little bit shot. But
I think it goes shot after a bit. Like, I've noticed that like it sends out and then it stops.
Yeah, but maybe we'll like start sending it out again. Guys, if you're voting for Trump and you're in the queue, let me know in that chat. We're going to go to get our next guest up in the box literally right now, but please only spam me down below if you are voting for Trump, guys. We are only looking to talk to Trump supporters, so everyone do just give us a minute. We got our next guests loading in literally right now, everyone, so do just give us a minute. What's up, T-Hill? Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, sure can. Tom, are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump, man.
I'm voting for Trump.
All right,
why are you guys voting for Trump?
Tommy, I'll let you go ahead and go, brother.
All right. Because I want gas prices and all the other prices to go down.
Okay. You know that gas prices would go up under a Trump presidency because he wants a universal tariff, 10 to 20% on every good imported into the country, which includes gas. or oil.
All right, can I ask you what achievements does Kamala Harris have?
What achievements? Yeah, the Inflation Reduction Act, the Chips and Science Act, the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill.
But
Also, can we not pivot?
You understand that most people have never heard of any of those.
Do you want me to explain those to you, though?
Also, can we not pivot?
I'm open ears.
Which one have you haven't heard any of them, right?
The chips one? No, I haven't heard any of them.
Okay, so the Chips and Science Act is going to bring back American manufacturing jobs and bring us up to 20% global production of chips by 2030. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill gives funding for roads and bridges, for infrastructure, for a high-speed broadband brought to like local communities, rural communities. It specifically adds the ability for us to get out of lead out of drinking pipes for clean drinking water. That's a lot of it. There's also the Inflation Reduction Act, which had the largest investment in renewable energy ever, and the $35 cap on insulin for people on Medicare.
Thank you for the $20 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. W's for like down below in the chat. Thank you for the $20 on PayPal.
All right. I mean, yeah, you kind of got me there.
Yeah, she actually had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president ever, so she was the most influential vice president ever. People try to say she did nothing. It's just because people don't really know what vice presidents do. Anytime someone ever says that, I just ask them the question, name one thing a vice president has done in history. Most of them won't be able to answer the question because they don't know what vice presidents do.
What reasons do you think Kamala Harris would be a better president than, per se, like Hillary Clinton would have been?
Kamala Harris, because I think that she listens. I think she listens to people who are not establishment figures a lot more. Like, for example, she listens to people like Mark Cuban. For example, she changed her policy as it relates to tax policy to something that is more favorable towards business, right, and towards capital gains, right? So, like, she's changed policy to make it more likely to be adopted by people from the other side, right? She's thinking about change. She's trying to work with the other side. I'm just giving examples of, like, things that she'd do, like, that are different from, like, what you see typical people on the left, Democrats, doing. Because Mark Cuban's like an independent, like, leans conservative.
Mark Cuban definitely does not lean conservative.
Yes, he does, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, Mark Cuban does not. If you think Mark Cuban leans conservative, then that is absolutely wild.
No, you guys are just so far off right wing that you guys don't even realize.
No, that's not even.
He's been right wing in practically every other election. You know that, right?
Trump, but I actually have enough common sense, unlike most of the
Wait, hold up. But he's been right wing in practically every other election.
Can you let me finish? Because y'all can interrupt everybody else in this debate shit.
I'm a big fan.
But
Dave.
I would actually rather you let me talk.
Yeah, no, I was just clarifying one point.
Okay,
it's true,
and that's cool. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, y'all get up here and y'all sit here and y'all try to debate people and y'all sit there and y'all cuss them out and you say, "Thank you for the $5" and all this bullshit. It's just stupid, bro. Like,
would you like a baby bottle or like a tissue?
No, I actually honestly would.
Want some Kleenexes?
I'm honestly good, but both of y'all.
Okay. So stop. So just engage in debate. It's fine. You're gonna be okay.
No, I'm straight, bro. I'm always gonna be okay. I'm especially be okay.
Little baby, don't say a word.
Yo, Parker.
Okay, like, can you engage in, like, substance with me, please? Because that's what we were doing.
And Rin, thank you for the $20 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. W's for Rin down below in the chat. Thank you so much for the $20.
Mark Cuban leans conservative at all. If you can give me,
he was Republican in practically every other election, right? He said it himself. Okay, like, I'm talking about how he frames his own ideological beliefs, things he's done in his life. Can you give me any reason you think he's left wing? Is it just because he supports Kamala Harris over Donald J. Trump?
No,
is that the reason?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What's the reason?
The last like 8 years he's gotten in interviews. If you haven't seen it on Twitter, maybe you should start a Twitter account and watch them.
I have seen them.
Okay, yeah. So he leans left wing, right?
No, he doesn't.
Are you still talking about Mark Cuban?
Yes. He fiscally is conservative for sure.
Okay, I would like to see that. I'll have to look that up. But from what I've seen, and just about every interview he does and what he says on Twitter, he leans left wing. So.
Well, now in this election, you're saying he leans left because he supports Kamala Harris over Donald J. Trump.
No,
that doesn't mean that he leans left fiscally.
That doesn't have to do anything with him leaning Kamala or leaning Trump.
So again, then what is it based on? Tell me what it's based on.
Just based on what I've seen over the last 8 years since Donald Trump's gotten in.
Who did Mark Cuban support like in like 2016 time.
Definitely not Donald Trump.
Sarah, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love.
Mark Cuban did support Donald Trump at one point, right?
Yeah, he did. He did.
If he did, I didn't see it. If he did, I didn't see it.
Yeah, you can hear him talk about it. He's talked about it recently.
Hey, I have a question for both of you guys. Are y'all Christian?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, would you still vote for Trump if he wanted to like totally and completely shut down all new Christians
No.
from coming into the country?
Yeah, nah.
Definitely not.
You're missing so much context when you say that. You've said that in your previous lives before.
Can I just get a straight answer?
100% no.
Okay, what about you, Teal?
I wouldn't, but he's not trying to do that. He put a Muslim. He put a Muslim ban.
Great.
He put a.
So you want to vote for Trump if he wanted to totally and completely shut down all new Christians from coming into the country. So Trump did want to totally and completely shut down all new Muslims from coming into the country. So why would you vote for him in one scenario but not the other? Why is religious persecution only sufficiently bad when it's against Christians, not Muslims?
I'd love to run this point against Andrew Tate.
For real. I tried to.
From what reason did he put a Muslim ban on?
Because he's like prejudiced, xenophobic, terrible.
No, what was the real reason he put a Muslim ban on? Look it up and tell me what the real reason he put a Muslim ban on.
Like, if you want to, like, if you're just asking me, like, what, like, the reason could be, it's because a U.S. citizen that was a Muslim committed the San Bernardino attacks in the days prior.
Exactly.
Okay, so if that person was a Christian, would a Christian ban have been justified?
Probably so. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you would vote for Trump if he wanted to totally and completely shut down all new Christians from coming into the country?
If there was a logical reason, if Christians were out here sitting there chanting death to America and kill all Americans and this, that, and the third, and had so much hatred toward our country, you're darn right I would. Absolutely.
Okay,
that would
so
be
you're going to
justified.
imply that it was justified given that Muslims have hatred towards our country. That's not true, right? Not all Muslims have hatred towards our country. Some Muslims do. And not all Christians have hatred towards our country. Some Christians do. Like, I mean, you could, like, take a general, like, division of any sect of humans, right, on the basis of some similar trait, and you will find that a minority of them hate our country. And that's going to be true regardless of what that category or trait is.
Right.
Right? So why is it only justified when it's about Muslims?
Because the Muslim group was the one that was the topic of discussion.
But it's not justified when it's about Christians.
Christians aren't out there fucking, excuse my language, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cuss on your live, but Christians aren't the ones out there trying to freaking do what they were doing back when the Muslim ban was put in place.
We actually see higher rates of domestic terrorism committed by white Christian nationalists compared to Muslims.
That's because there's so many more of them, though.
No, that's proportionately speaking.
Oh.
I don't know. You asked me why I'm voting for Trump, so I'll give that reason.
I know, but now seemingly like you have a contradiction in your logic because Christian ban bad, even though like higher rates of domestic terrorism.
No, I didn't say. I say Christian ban wouldn't be bad if there was a logical reason for there to be a Christian ban.
What's the logical reason for the Muslim ban? And Justin, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love.
At the time when he put, you just said it yourself. At the time when he put the Muslim ban on there
was one Muslim that committed a terror attack. Okay, so if that person was black, would a ban from all new black people coming into our country?
Okay, let me ask you this: is the lady that left America and joined ISIS and then wanted to come back? Would you
answer my question? So if the person that committed the San Bernardino attack was black, would you say that a ban on all new black people coming into our country is justified? Or like we could just literally assume that the fake stories about Haitian people in Springfield, Ohio are true. Okay, they're fake, right? But assuming that they're true, would that give
I got
Donald
a flag
Trump
for harassment and bullying? Did you see
what
that?
The heck? No, I didn't. Would that give Donald Trump good reason to ban all new black people from coming into our country? T.O.?
We have to unmute him.
I hear what you said, Dan.
Okay, would it be justified to ban all new black people from coming into our country if the claims that like Haitian people in Springfield, Ohio were like eating cats and dogs?
No, not necessarily, but I do think there needs to be a better vetting process for
well,
people.
If you want to say that it's justified in the context of race, why would you say that it's justified in the context of religion?
Well, because you got to think of the context, like we were just talking about. You're talking about a Muslim ban.
But you gave me the context of like one Muslim doing a bad thing.
There was obviously a good reason why there was a Muslim ban.
But you're
Russia
saying
would
that
have
good
never been
reason
put
was
in
one
place.
Muslim doing a bad thing, right? I just gave you a scenario of one black person doing a bad thing, and you said that was not sufficient reason. Why can't we also say one Muslim doing a bad thing? Why is that
Okay,
sufficient
if there's a group of black people coming into America trying to commit a terrorist attack, then you're damn right there needs to be some kind of ban put in place. Absolutely. Are you going to let somebody in your home? Are you going to let somebody in your home? Are you going to let somebody in your home that's trying to kill you and murder you? You're just going to openly let them in your house?
Okay, so now you're going to say because some black people commit crimes, no new black people should be allowed to.
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, that's exactly what you said.
That's not what I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay, so then what did you say?
I just asked you the question. If
No.
somebody's
What did you say?
somebody's trying to get into your home,
No. What did you say? You said if a group of black people committed crimes in America, you would be okay with a ban on all new black people from entering into our country. So you're racist. You know that was the argument of the segregationists, right? Joshua, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. That was literally the argument of segregation.
But you can paint your narrative on me how you want to. Just
so wait,
like
tell me where I'm wrong.
Because you just call me a racist, dude. That's not cool.
I called you a racist because you gave me the same argument that segregationists in the 60s and 70s would use.
That's so far away from segregation. It's unbelievable.
You don't think that banning all new black people from coming into our country is segregation?
People wanted segregation just because the people were black. Come on, dude.
Yeah, and you just said that you'd be okay with
what I said was that there's a group of people trying to cause harm to you, physical harm to you. Would you not want them would you not want them out of your country? What are you talking about, dude? Segregation and what we're talking about are two totally different things.
So we should kick men out of the country because they're at a proportionally greater likelihood of harming people. So ban all new men from coming to the country.
Ban them.
Let's ban them.
Also, I'm so incredibly fucking fine with saying terrorists shouldn't be allowed in our country, but not all Muslim are terrorists, okay? Boom! You know what I mean?
Seriously, but actually, I just want him to realize that his argument is compatible with banning men from the country. Let's do it. Ban all new men from coming to the country. I want a complete and total shutdown
and that's
of
fine.
men
If men
entering
are the
this
ones that are
country.
coming in here causing harm to the millions of Americans that are here, you damn right ban them. That's the exact point I was trying to make.
Wait, you want to ban all men?
If there's a majority of men coming into our country that are trying to cause harm to us, then you damn right.
95% of violent crimes are committed by men. It's a vast majority.
Well, cool.
He's cooked. Cool. He's cooked. Ban all
Sarah,
men.
thank you for the boxing glove. I appreciate you for the love.
Let's go, Jack.
Thank you so much for the boxing glove, Sarah.
They're going for it. They're up for it. Ban all new men coming to this country.
Oh my god, dude, I can't do it today. My head hurts, dude. I can't handle this shit. And Tommy, why would you vote for Trump if you wanted to ban all new Muslims but not ban all new Christians?
No, I was just letting T Hill talk right there. I wasn't even getting into that conversation and stuff.
Oh, don't worry, you are now.
Yeah, I don't know what situation that you were talking about though when you said like what were you just talking about right there?
So why would you vote for Trump if he wanted to ban all new Muslims from coming in the U.S., but not if he wanted to ban all new Christians?
So I didn't know that he wanted to ban all new Muslims.
Yeah, he called for a total and complete shutdown.
Why would he do that? And when did he do that?
Megan, thank you the $5, and Justin, thank you the $5. Thank you so much.
Xenophobic, prejudiced. You're asking me to provide you with his great internal reason to religiously persecute. Guess what, bro? There isn't any reason. Well, that's kind of the point.
Did you not used to be a Trump supporter? Not even 5 years ago?
Yeah, when I was 16.
We both used to.
Do you think I knew about this? I was 16.
Yeah, none of us, neither of us knew about this. I was like a libertarian, anti-establishment conservative type. Thinking I was libertarian. I was just a conservative.
And how old are you guys now?
I'm 22 now.
20 and 22?
Mm-hmm.
So it's only been 4 years.
2022.
Yeah.
So throughout
No, I was 16 when I was a Trump supporter.
So throughout Trump's
17.
Basically his whole first term as president, you guys were both Trump supporters.
Oh yeah, because I was ignorant.
That's misinformation. That's the effect of misinformation.
Yeah, that's why we host these lives, Tommy.
Right. And I'm about to turn 19, and
T Hill in the comment section said you were smarter than Parker. You guys are so dumb.
Let's go. Let's go.
I feel misinformed sometimes, but I still am leaning Republican.
By the way, Parker, I actually do have a connection with the campaign. I could give it to you.
You can't.
Can you give it to me too?
Yeah, I'll give it to you too, Tommy.
AW. So why are you voting for Kamala?
Yeah, because she has better character and policy than Donald Trump. She's not a 34-count felon. She's not a rapist. She's not a racist. She's not a religious persecutor. She didn't try to coup the country and overthrow and rig the outcome.
But that's
of an
after
election.
they all they had everybody basically on the planet, or everybody
Justin,
on
give
the
me $5 on Venmo.
going after him. And obviously they're gonna find something. Like if you went after me for all the shit that I've done in the past,
have you raped a woman before, Tommy?
Oh no, I'm talking about like potential.
Like what?
You know what? Never mind. But Kamala.
Bro's
Harris,
caught. You're caught. FBI, open up.
Caught with what? I didn't say what I did.
What? Oh well, you did something. You just said you did something. So what'd you do, buddy?
But like Kamala Harris.
What'd you do?
Yo, Kamala Harris probably has done some bad stuff in the past, and she's definitely done.
You are like awkwardly laughing it off, dude. You sound like JD Vance not answering the question about the 2020 election.
What was? You didn't even ask me a question.
What'd you do?
About what?
You said you did something.
No, just like as a kid, like you know what I'm saying, in high school when you do something, you break the law or something. You
break the law. What'd you do?
Why, bro? Like you never broke the law before. Come on, bro.
No, never once in my life. I have never gone 1 mile per hour over the speed limit.
You never ran a stop sign?
No, dude.
Yo, why has somebody added me and the FBI in the same comment, bro?
Because, bro, you admitted to doing something.
No, I didn't. You know what? Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think that Dean, you kind of killed that shit in the 20v1, and I'm a Republican. Like I'm probably still gonna vote Trump, but I still
you shouldn't vote Trump. We got you, bro. I promise you. I promise you. You're gonna regret it if you do.
You remember your 16-year-old self, your 18-year-old self.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You can't blame me for being ill-informed.
Wait, you're on a live with me. Wait, I'm sorry, but you're on a live with me and Dean. Okay?
Yeah, like you're on a live with like two of the most informed like people like in the political.
Okay, that was cringe. Okay, if I was able to have a conversation with myself back then, I would have been able to convince myself. Right? Me right now, going back in time, having a conversation with myself, I would have easily been able to convince myself with that conversation. Right, so like the point I'm getting you is that you can change your mind. It's something that can happen, and you're being shown the information right now. Let it challenge your belief system. Don't stay strong in beliefs that you again think you're misinformed in.
Yeah, I don't think Kamala Harris would be a terrible president at all. I don't hate Kamala Harris just because I've always not always, but like I've leaned Trump because the people I'm around, everybody's always leaned Trump, and I don't get informed about shit about stuff about Kamala or stuff like that. Like I just
Kamala, like that's
not bad.
Yeah, that's why these platforms are so important. Is because you can find this from anywhere, and that's exactly what we're trying to create here.
Yeah.
So tell me. I mean, is there anything else you'd like to go?
Forever,
what's up?
But like I said, I don't think I'll be Republican forever. I don't think Kamala is a bad person. I mean, the stuff that you say and the stuff that I've like done research on about Trump, like it does challenge my beliefs about whether or not he's a good person overall. But like wanting like the best for our country and the position that we were in when he was president, I'm obviously, bro, who said that? Obviously I'm gonna stick around afterwards, but it's like I just wouldn't, I don't know, choose Kamala because I don't know her. Like I've known Trump for like 8 years now, and I feel like I've only heard Kamala like the past 5 or 6 months, and all of a sudden she's running for president, and I feel like my mind's not going to be changed just like at the snap of a finger, but pretty soon it will be. And yeah, I'm just trying to absorb y'all's content and shit like that. But I'm gonna
keep doing that. All right, appreciate you coming up, Tommy. Thank you so much, man.
They said.
All right, peace, man. Yo, Kay Anderson, are you voting Trump?
I am.
Oh, why so?
Basically, mostly due to the economy. The economy's been terrible.
What time is it?
Kamala Harris, and I think that under Trump,
what time is it?
A lot better.
What time is it?
I have nothing.
I have nothing. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here. Let's go to get Kelsey up in the live, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa! I keep hearing this sound. I'll be right back. Hold up.
All right. He has a TikTok glitch, so we're going to go and get our next guest up in here, ladies and gentlemen. For everybody tuning into the live, welcome in, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping. If you want to support either myself or Parker, both of our Venmos, PayPal's, Cash Apps, they're all in the bio, guys. Hell yeah, we'll go to do that. Once we get our next guest up in here, I got you. If you want to help me out here to get our next guest up. What's going on, T-Rails? Are you voting for Trump?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Are you driving?
Yep, I'm driving, but I'm actually getting home in probably about 30 seconds.
My apologies, brother. My apologies, brother.
I'm sorry.
Spam MAGA in the chat, guys. If you want to come up and debate, guys. Hell yeah, guys. Guys. Let us know in the chat if you...
Guys.
What's up, Isaiah? You vote for Trump?
What was that?
You vote for Trump?
I don't... See, the thing is, I don't really think I'm going to be voting.
Perfect. You voting for Trump?
Bro, you got destroyed by Nick Fuentes. He ate you alive.
I have a three-premise argument I just want to ask you. Premise number one, all white supremacists suck. Is that true?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, premise number two, Fuentes, the guy that would vote for Hitler, is a white supremacist.
No, he's not.
Okay, so that's the premise that you reject. So Hitler. So he said that he'd rather vote for Hitler over like any woman in America.
Yeah, bro,
including his wife, by the way.
That was the funniest thing. You were like, you know what? If you want to be a leader, you need to be aggressive. You need to take risks. Hitler did all those things. That's just so horrible. Would you vote for Hitler? And he's like, yeah, man, I would vote for Hitler before I would take my wife onto the president's office.
Do you agree with him?
That was the funniest thing ever.
Would you vote for Hitler over your wife?
Bro, it's just antics. He was just fucking with you, and you don't get it. It was super funny, you know. He's being serious.
It's not funny to argue that Hitler is a better candidate to vote for than your wife.
Of course.
How is that funny? Like wait, Lars, can you tell me what's funny about it?
Bro, it's just trolling. Your guy's like, yeah, Hitler is a horrible person.
I have a question. Where's your accent from?
What is the trolling for? Like what's fun about trolling about that?
Lars, where's your accent from?
It's like people from you know, when you're in middle school and you don't like the teachers because the teachers are boring and you just want to piss them off. You know, that's.
Hey, Lars, where's your accent from?
So you're just trying to rage bait?
Also, can you just answer my question?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's fun, right? Like people enjoy it.
Lars, where's your accent from?
Germany.
Okay, you as a German should understand why that's not funny.
Whoa,
I'm not German. I'm not ethnically German. I'm Polish. My people got killed.
Yeah, they have very strong like education systems. They teach like that very, very vehemently strongly within like the public schooling system in Germany, Poland. You
learned about this, right?
Like they're very strongly. Like they
you
teach
know
more
how problematic this is. Like that's the point. Like if you know how problematic this is, why would you do that?
Literally, my great uncle got gassed in Auschwitz. Like literally, and
I don't think you can say that on the live. But I'm really sorry to hear that. But I don't think that justifies creating communities on the internet where it's like you guys joke about things like this and say that's okay, right? Because that's definitely not true for most of the people that were saying those things in fucking Aiden's chat.
Yeah,
and for Nick.
What's up, man? Are you voting for Trump? All right, he's not in here, guys. Continue to spam MAGA down below in that chat, guys. Continue to spam MAGA down below in that chat if you're doing it. Oh, wait, I need to get you on the big screen. I'm sorry, here. Will you load up our next guest? If you could load up our next guest, I'll get you on the big screen right now.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll make sure that we're double tapping everyone. What's going on, Nolan? Are you voting for Trump? Nolan, hello?
No.
Okay, okay, 1 second. I'm switching the layout here. All right, see you, Nolan. We're going to move on to our next guest here, everyone. Everyone, do just give us a minute, guys. Spam MAGA down below in the chat if you do want to come up and debate. Everybody, just give us a minute here, y'all. If you want to support either myself or Parker, Venmo's, Cash Apps, PayPal's are in the bio. And make sure that you are hitting the follow button, guys. I'm 30,000 followers away from 1 million. That is absolutely huge. What is up, Helena? Are you voting for Trump? Helena, hello? Also, Parker, you should text me and tell me how you know that the last text that you sent me. Like where you're getting that from. I'm just curious.
In the group chat.
A group chat?
Yeah, I'm in it. I'll tell you about it.
With them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please do tell me that.
I'll tell you about that later.
Christian, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. And yo, everyone coming in here from Ian's stream, thank you for being here. Let's get some W's for Ian down below. I really appreciate you for the raid, homie. Massive W's for Ian. We're going to go to get our next guest up in the box literally right now. Everyone, do give us a minute, y'all. Massive W's for Ian. Massive W's for Ian. What's going on? Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Okay, why is that?
I just think overall, man, I like some of the stuff that Kamala has been talking about, in terms of the economy, helping the middle class, so on and so forth. What I have not heard from her is the deportation process of all of the illegal immigrants that are currently in the country right now. And Trump is big on that, right? Understanding that there's legalities behind
what's
it.
Trump's deportation process?
I'm sorry?
What's Trump's deportation process?
And Justin, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. W's for Justin down below. Thank you for the $20.
They're going to start with, obviously, deporting people that have, I lost my train of thought on the type of crimes that they've committed. But they're talking about it, right? And Kamala has not mentioned anything about that at all.
How is it? What's his deportation process, sir?
What, I'm sorry?
How is he going to deport all undocumented migrants?
Not all. That's not what I said.
How is he going to deport anyone? Let's just start there.
Well, obviously, because, when people step into American soil.
I'm asking you what his actual process and plan is.
No, I don't know about his process.
Because he doesn't fucking have one.
Wait, so then why are you asking for Kamala Harris's process if you don't know Trump's process?
Because that's exactly my point, right? My point is there's not much difference between the two when it comes to that, to the immigration process.
Okay, so sure, let's say there's not much of a difference from that. What about Trump being held civilly liable of sexual abuse, defamation, fraud, having 34 felonies, trying to overthrow the government by trying to send false slates of electors to Electoral College to cast Trump votes when he didn't win, and trying to pressure his vice president to not certify the election results by sending a mob outside his door saying that they wanted to hang him?
Yeah, no, that's totally. I get that, and I don't support that at all, right? If even if it's a civil case, understanding that the statute of limitations was expired, which is the only reason why they didn't go criminal, that pretty much saved them, right? But ultimately, he's still guilty of that, and I get that. I'm not.
So, why would you vote for him, knowing all these terrible things about him?
There's so many things that have been said from people that have worked with him before, that when dealing with other countries as well, that he was pretty firm on the asks and the demands that he would put in place.
Really, John Bolton, his third national security advisor, said that he's a laughing fool to foreign leaders around the world.
Yeah, I saw that, and Kamala has also mentioned that, right? That there's a lot of high-level advisors that have pretty much are against him now, that he would be a threat. But I just, to me, I think I would definitely vote Kamala if she was to come out and say something in regards to deportation.
But why not with Trump? Because again, there were all those other things. Trump being held civilly liable, sexually abusing a woman, trying to coup the country. Why are those not sufficient?
Because everyone makes mistakes, man. How old was that, right? How old was that happened? Obviously, the statute of limitations was expired already.
Does that matter? Like, if someone raped someone 30 years ago, you'd vote for them?
Honestly, I don't even consider that. It's bad for me to say that I would, but I'm looking at really overall, not just that.
So you would or you wouldn't?
I mean, if I vote for him, I would be voting for him, and he was pretty much liable for it. You know what I mean?
I don't know what your point is there. So he was liable of it, and yes, you wouldn't vote for him, right? He was held civilly liable unanimously by a jury of 9 people. So would you or would you not vote for him?
Yeah, I would still vote for him. Yeah, because
so you'd still vote. Okay, would you vote for someone held civilly liable of, raping a child?
No, man, that's
So why would you vote for them if the victim was a woman, but not if the victim was a child?
It's very different.
Justin, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. What's different about it insofar as that you would? Because it's grape is grape. Grape is grape. I think it's excessively bad in both scenarios. Do you think that grape is always excessively bad insofar as that you wouldn't vote for someone?
I get that. Obviously, if it's a child, you're considered a predator, to be honest, right?
You're considered a predator even if it is the case that they're older. You're saying a child predator. Yeah, you understand that grape is grape, right? That it's excessively bad insofar as you shouldn't vote for someone regardless if the victim's an adult or if they're a child.
Yeah, no, I get it. But
in both scenarios, it is excessively bad insofar as that you wouldn't vote for someone. So can you see that, or do you not see that? Do you think it's not excessively bad?
No, I get it. I agree with you on that. Yeah, definitely.
So if it is excessively bad, then you wouldn't vote for him.
Well, that's where I'm on the fence, right? Because if you take that away, like as far as where to vote, right?
How could you be on the fence when you said that you wouldn't be on the fence if the victim was a child?
No, but I'm talking overall, like in terms of policies and stuff, right? So what I'm saying
but the policies don't matter given that he was held civilly liable. We can talk about the policies. His policies are terrible, okay? But like what I'm saying is that even not considering the policy, like you literally, the policies are secondary. This is like an ethical reason you wouldn't vote for someone, right?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Mitchell, thank you for the $5. Justin, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Honestly, by watching all of like yours and Dean's lives, I've learned a lot from in terms of policy and stuff like that. And when I say I'm on the fence, I'm telling you I'm on the fence whether I want to go Trump or I want to go Kamala, right? And that's the only really missing piece that I'm not getting from Kamala in terms of how is she going to fix all the problem with all of the illegal immigrants that have came into the country.
You know what the border bill is? The border bill was a bipartisan bill amongst Republicans and Democrats to do just that, to deal with the situation that's going on at the border. Donald Trump torpedoed the border bill because of political reasons, because he wanted to win politically.
Yeah, I read up on that. Yeah, I know that he influenced Republicans to vote against it so that he could gain that as leverage for this election. Yeah.
So then why would you vote for him if he clearly showed that he doesn't care about immigration?
Well, he actually does. I mean, even though he didn't build a lot of the wall, that was his main thing first time around, right? And he actually did deport. Do you know the numbers?
Did you know that the border bill would have built the wall? Did you know that the border bill gave funding to build the wall? And Donald Trump undermined the border bill, torpedoed the border bill, which means he could have allowed for the wall to be built, but he actually undermined the process for the wall to be built. Sophia, I appreciate the $1. Thank you so much.
So
and Alicia, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you.
Numbers on deportation numbers?
So in terms of removals, actually the Biden-Harris administration has engaged in 3.5 times as many removals as what we had under the Trump administration. But the proportionality, given like the amount of people coming into the country, is relatively similar. Right? Because the enforcement of the law isn't much different. It's the same law.
Yeah,
so when people try to act like it's so much different, it kind of tells me they don't really know much about immigration, because realistically speaking, Trump didn't do so much different. People bring up the Remain in Mexico border policy. Trump even claims it didn't have much of an impact. And actually, under the Obama administration, we had less people coming to the country. We didn't have the Remain in Mexico border policy. We have less people coming into the country right now. We don't have the Remain in Mexico border policy.
Yeah.
Most of the work under Trump's administration was Title 42, which was COVID related. That would have happened regardless of whether or not he was president or Hillary Clinton was president.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Texas, man, border city, so I know how bad that has been recently, right? I've seen it firsthand. It's been a mess. I know a lot of people say that there's no crime.
I have a question. If Donald Trump wanted to do a mass deportation, how come he didn't do it in his first term?
Well, how come Harris and Kamala haven't?
Because they don't want to do a mass deportation, dummy.
That's exactly
because mass deportations don't work.
That's exactly my point. So
every Republican. One moment.
Deportation.
Mass deportation is not their plan because mass deportation doesn't work. Mass deportation is just a title and a slogan and a headline used by Republicans to get the vote of ignorant people such as yourself, okay? Right? Every single Republican has been shouting this for the last 30 years. Why didn't Bush do it? Why didn't Trump doing it during his first term? It's because it's practically infeasible. It's impossible to literally do, okay? We can't just round up all the undocumented migrants and throw them out of the country. You know what we should do is we should do what Kamala Harris wants to do by making the border better, right? By making the legal systems faster to disincentivize undocumented migration into our country. And then we should deport the violent undocumented migrants and offer the non-violent undocumented migrants a pathway to residency or citizenship. Boom. That not only it will be less costly, that not only will be more beneficial over the long term, but it will also add close to $2 trillion to our GDP over the course of the next 10 years, okay? So when you buy into the MAGA propaganda and you sit here and you tell me that you want to mass deport everybody that's an undocumented migrant, well, you're just like a sheep in a herd, bro.
Yeah, I didn't say everybody, right?
Well, that's what Trump says he wants to do, so you already disagree with Trump.
No, they were talking about deporting the ones with criminal,
No, stop it. They want to deport every single undocumented migrant.
That's impossible. How the fuck
exactly, that's my point.
What? Yo, dude, wait, you just made our point, bro. Dude.
Exactly. You were making my point for me. Yeah, is there anything else you want to go over, man?
Yeah, actually, do you know how much money has been spent on illegal immigrants since this whole invasion?
From our federal government? I don't think there's any federal funded programs that benefit undocumented migrants.
Well, because the state's eating all of them, right?
I think that states have funded programs, but not our federal government. Okay, thanks for coming up.
All right, thanks.
We're going to move on to our next guest here, guys. I see that there's someone really dedicated in the chat there. They've been spamming MAGA nonstop for like 10 minutes.
I think I've talked to this person before.
Maddie, have you talked to either of us before?
I've never talked to you, Dean.
I've talked to Dean?
Yeah, I like how he said to you, Dean.
Okay, all right.
I talked to Parker like 6 months ago, but I don't know.
I'll talk to you real quick. Why are you voting for Trump?
What everyone says economically is better.
No, he's not. Should the average American be better off or worse off?
Better off.
Okay, so you should vote for Harris because that's what her tax policy does. Donald Trump's policy makes it worse off.
That's not reality.
It is reality. Unfortunately, I could explain to you exactly why it's reality if you'd like. Her tax policy is going to benefit the average
Dean, who had the tax cuts, Dean?
Go ahead and repeat your question.
Who cut taxes?
The last person to cut taxes was Donald Trump.
Yes, for the middle class and the upper class.
83% of the tax cuts in the bill went to the top 1%. It benefited people making over $500,000 the most and benefited people making under $50,000 a year the least, right? So they're going to renew the tax policy in 2025. They both have proposed policy. Kamala Harris's tax policy is going to cut taxes for 100 million American workers in the low and the middle class, reducing income inequities. Donald Trump's tax policy is going to cut taxes disproportionately for rich people again, and he wants to implement tariffs that will regressively harm the low and the middle class, literally making the average American worse off.
Dean, are you saying because his tax plan also helped the rich that it didn't help the middle class? Because that's a lie.
It helps the middle class worse comparatively to Kamala Harris's tax plan, and when we'd factor in his tariffs, it actually harms the middle class.
Okay. How many politicians say they're going to cut taxes and never do? About 90% of them. So I don't care what she says she's going to do. She can't do shit right now.
Apply that to Trump.
Okay, how would I apply it to Trump?
Wait, tax policy is going to be...
He claims he wants to do all these tax cuts. He wants to get rid of payroll tax. He wants to get rid of the tax on Social Security. He wants to get rid of tax on tips. No, all he did was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act predominantly gave tax cuts to rich people. So are you saying he's going to predominantly give tax cuts to rich people?
Parker, you can say predominantly give it to rich people to skew it to your favor, but
you mean just acknowledge reality.
Middle class. He also gave it to people like me and you. So
once again,
to rich people though.
Once again, the facts of the matter is, if Donald Trump is reelected and implemented his proposed policy, the average American will be worse off because of the tariffs. If Kamala Harris is elected, they'll be better off because of her tax cuts. That's the facts.
I mean, do you want to talk about the tariffs? Because that's a whole thing. You guys skew, like, you guys twist words and you take advantage of uneducated people.
Yep, that's what we're doing right now.
Is that what I did last night when I debated Fuentes?
I don't know.
I schooled him
That's
on
what he's
tariffs.
doing right now too. That's what he's doing right now too.
That's what I
if you wanna
schooled him on
talk about-
tariffs.
If you want to give two perspectives on tariffs and let the people decide for themselves, other than force feeding them your logic, that doesn't make sense.
This is a
Our logic,
debate.
that doesn't make sense.
So I do tariffs cause inflation? Let's start there.
I believe tariffs protect the American people.
It's not what I asked you.
If we want to buy stuff from China that's cheap,
that's also not what I asked
you. That puts our American businesses out of business.
Great. I'll let you cook
So we
after you
protect-
answer my question. Do tariffs cause inflation?
They could.
Great. So when we impose...
But now let's give the other perspective. People as American business owners, to put tariffs on China and other countries coming in, that would protect them from competition.
Okay, so it'll by making like the prices of things at the grocery store more expensive. That's the protection.
Well, no, it also incentivizes American people to produce more.
How does it incentivize American people to produce more?
By what I just said.
Because it'll incentivize American manufacturing.
Are you gonna let me
because
finish?
No, the reason it will incentivize American manufacturing is because it will cause the price of goods not produced in America to be more expensive. It literally incentivizes American manufacturing via inflation. And Vivi, I appreciate you for the $10 on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love, Vivi. W's for Vivi in the chat. Thank you so much.
Hey, you asked me a question. I want to answer it.
Take a day,
it's going to incentivize the American businesses because now they have less competition coming from every other country in the world.
And why do they have less competition coming from other countries?
Because of tariffs.
And how do tariffs cause less competition from other countries?
Are we going in circles or
No.
Are you listen to me the second,
How
third
do
time?
tariffs cause less competition from other countries?
Because the prices with foreign countries won't want to do as much business with us, so we'll do more business with ourselves. Secondly, now instead of buying cheap stuff from everywhere else that's honestly not as good, they're gonna buy from our American companies.
But you're still not answering my question. So you're saying
What's
that
your
tariffs will
question?
cause more U.S. production because
Yeah.
other countries won't want to import as many goods? No, they'll always import goods to America.
Yeah, but look, if you got tariffs on people on other countries coming,
So once again,
just
my
let me
claim.
finish.
So
If you
I know
got other
all that I'm
countries-
trying to detail to you that you're not hearing me is the reason that tariffs
am hearing
incentivize
you.
American manufacturing is by making the goods from other countries more costly for the consumer. That's my claim. Do you dispute
And that's
that?
less competition, and it protects them in the
Okay,
way
so you
that
accept
we are
that.
no longer paying for pennies on the dollar to China.
So you
now we
accept
can
that.
pay for our own people. To
Great.
produce
So you
their own
accept.
thing.
So you accept
But it
the
makes
fact
goods
that
more
tariffs cause
expensive
inflation.
for people in the United States.
Yeah,
But
and I
you can
and I
say
agree with
that.
the and I
Let-
agree
let
with
me
the
respond
sentiment.
to Parker real quick.
Dude, that's respond to Parker. That's literally the point that I've been trying to make the whole fucking time. Just respond to both
No,
of us. How about
all
that?
right, Parker, say what you just said.
No, respond to Dean.
No, Parker
Did
was
you
literally
forget?
saying what I was saying. Parker was literally saying what I was saying. So it's like
No,
it's all
Parker
good.
said something different.
No, he just said that.
Respond to Dean.
That's how they cause inflation.
Dean,
No,
what do you want?
Yeah, the same point that Parker had made, right? The fact that tariffs cause inflation, right? Because that is how we would drive more incentivization for American manufacturing by making the price of goods from other countries higher at the grocery store. I agree with the sentiment of having more of a focus on American manufacturing. The way that we should do that is via investment in the free market, not by an imposed government regulation to make goods from other countries more expensive, causing inflation.
Do you not, this is my point on these tariffs. Do you not see how it incentivizes when, for one, you put no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. For one, it incentivizes people to already work harder. And now it's going to incentivize people to make more product and give them the opportunity
You're
to
not
make more
listening to
product
anything that I'm
with
saying.
overtime.
Can you repeat what I just said?
You keep asking the same question.
No, in fact, I made
how
a
does
statement.
it make it less competition?
So I'm gonna go. No, that's not what I said. I'll go and repeat it. Tariffs are bad because they cause inflation. I agree with the sentiment of wanting more American manufacturing. The way that we achieve that is through investment in American manufacturing, not by a government regulation to impose a tax on imports, causing higher levels of prices at the grocery store.
Do you not want to get away government debt?
I do want to get
Trump added more.
Debt. That's why we should
Trump
have
signed off more debt.
And he has more proposed
Are
debt
you
as well.
saying tariffs don't pay off the government debt?
I'm saying tariffs are not good for like raising revenue. Tariffs specifically are like gonna reduce the amount of imports coming into the country, which will reduce the estimates of revenue.
You're talking about a 10% increase.
10 to 20% increase in the tariff.
10 to 20% increase.
That's what he said. He wants a 10 to 20% tariff universal on every good coming into the country.
10% increase. People are still going to do business with us, and it's going to pay off the country's debt.
I'm not saying people aren't going to do business. What I'm saying is it's going to reduce the economic growth of our country. It's going to worsen relations with other countries for trade. Right? Those things are going to be made worse. That's just reality.
And if you care about debt, you want to be voting for Trump. His proposed tax policy is $5.8 trillion. He doesn't have a plan how he's going to pay for it.
Well, first of all, Dean and Parker, I'm voting for Trump because it's best for me. And it's best for...
Okay, why won't you respond to any of the goddamn points?
Megan, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much, Megan.
I'm really annoyed. I'm so fucking annoyed by you.
What else do you want?
So first, I gave you a whole argument about how tariffs are bad because they cause inflation and regressively harm the middle and low class.
And I give you my perspective.
Then I agreed with you on the sentiment of inspiring more American manufacturing, but we should do that through investment in the free market, not by a government regulation. And then you reference debt. Now tariffs can pay that off. Tariffs marginally pay off the debt, but that's kind of offset when you consider the reduction in revenue just through engagement in the economy because of reduction of the goods coming into the economy. And then C, if you care about debt, you want to be voting for Trump because he has a $5.8 trillion tax relief bill without a single damn clue how he's going to pay for it. Those 3 points are something that you have not responded to.
Okay. I responded to 2 of those 3 points. You just brought up a new point.
Which points did you respond to?
But you're bringing up new shit every other second. So
which points did you respond to, and what was your response? I don't believe that you gave those points a response.
I gave you my perspective on the
didn't.
first 2 already. Yes, I did.
Repeat my first 2 points and give me your perspective again.
Your first point was how do tariffs decrease competition in America? I gave you my perspective.
No, that was not my first point. That was not my first point.
Yes, it was, bro. Yes, it was.
Okay, you're so fucking dense. I'm telling you that's not my first point, and you're saying that it was. How are you so fucking dense that I will tell you what I am saying, and then you can test what I am saying? The problem with conservatives is that they are so fucking brain rotted that they won't even believe you when you tell them what you said. So I'll go ahead and repeat it for one damn last time. Tariffs are bad because they cause inflation. I agree with the sentiment of inspiring more American manufacturing. We can achieve that via investment in the free market, not by a government restriction that makes the low and the middle class worse off. You haven't responded to that, dummy.
Dude, were any of those fucking questions? Those were all statements, you fucking dummy.
That was a statement that you have to respond to.
Question
That's a
mark,
statement
not fucking statement.
that is a statement that disagrees with your perspective. Tell me why I'm wrong. Prove me wrong, dummy. Tariffs are bad because they cause inflation, and I agree with the sentiment of inspiring American manufacturing. Shut the fuck up while I speak. Tariffs are bad because they cause inflation.
One by one.
Tariffs are bad because they cause inflation. I agree with this sentiment of inspiring American manufacturing, but we could do that through investment in the free market, not by a useless, unnecessary government regulation that makes the low and the middle class worse off.
One by one, little boy. If you want to have
that
a
is one statement.
one by one.
That is one
I
point.
like how you called him little, but you asked him to do 1 point.
Bro.
That's not a ramble for 30 minutes. You just have the brain capacity of my family fucking pet. I swear to God, my brother's cat in the living room right now could give me a better argument than you.
One by one.
That is 1 point. The 1 point is that tariff equals bad because inflation. I agree with inspiring American manufacturing. We could achieve that through other means than tariffs.
Okay, so your point is tariffs are inflationary.
And I agree with the sentiment of American manufacturing, and we could achieve that through other
you're rambling,
means.
bro.
That's not a ramble. Oh my God! Do I need to draw it on a piece of paper with crayon and polka dots?
No.
Do I need to speak to you like we're living in the year 1500 BCE? Do I need to break it down to the very minimal backbones? Tariff equal bad because inflation. Agree with American manufacturing. Good, right? But we could do that. We could incentivize that with things that don't cause inflation.
All right.
That's one sentence. That's not a ramble.
Okay. You said tariffs are inflationary. Of course, I'm not going to say tariffs. You gonna let me fucking finish, or you just gonna ramble?
What else did I say?
You said, of course, we should incentivize the people to work more and all that shit. And the only reason you're saying that is because I fucking brought it up. The real question is that I really want.
Chat, how long has this been my position? I just want y'all to guess.
Brought it up.
For the people that watch my stream often, how long has this been my position? Mac, I appreciate you for the well diving.
All right,
someone
my
says
real
day
question.
one, someone says forever. Okay, you're wrong. So respond to my claim.
Okay. Your first claim, tariffs are bad. All right. My response is tariffs pay off the national debt. Tariffs are going to protect our American workers. These are things I've already fucking said, so I don't know why you're so confused. They're going to protect our workers, and they're going to incentivize American businesses to work more, along with no tax on overtime and no tax on tips. Okay. That's why everything lines together.
Matt, here's my problem. You're responding to my argument that tariffs are bad because inflation, and there's other ways that we can incentivize American manufacturing apart from tariffs.
Why are you so mad then?
I'm not mad. Okay, let's sit back and listen.
All right, let's chill out now then.
Okay. You're responding to my point that tariffs are bad because inflation, and we can use other means to inspire American manufacturing apart from tariffs that don't cause inflation by saying that they're good for American manufacturing. Okay? Right. You're right. Tariffs do inspire a more American manufacturing by causing inflation. But there's other things that we could do that don't serve to kill the low and the middle class, that don't cause inflation, to inspire American manufacturing. That's the point.
Okay, Dean, I get what you're saying. Are you defending that argument just because Trump is with tariffs? Because Biden also had tariffs too. I don't
Tariffs
hear you.
bad under Biden.
Hold on. I don't hear you defending Biden or attacking Biden because of his tariffs. The only reason you're attacking tariffs now is
because universal. You understand there's a difference between them. The universal tariffs. I actually do disagree with the tariffs they kept.
I'm happy Parker butt in for you, Dean.
I literally said it. You just didn't hear me. Boo. Tariffs under Biden. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Like, I swear, I need to talk like a fucking caveman to be understood by you.
I mean, I guess you do. I really do. The real question I really have for you guys.
And you're still not responding to the claim. Jesus Christ.
Already did, bro. Already did.
No, saying that tariffs cause American manufacturing when I'm saying that there's other things that we could use to cause American manufacturing that don't destroy the low and the middle class is not a response. Boo, but go pivot. I don't care.
All right. I already gave you my perspective on
No, you didn't. I just told you how you did it. I just told you. I just told you how your perspective didn't respond to my claim. Your perspective specifically didn't respond to my claim because you didn't address the fact that there's other means that we could use to inspire American manufacturing that don't kill the low and the middle class. That is a very clear, crystal clear, right, response about how your perspective did not address my claim. Boo, your perspective did not address my claim.
I just fucking answered your claim, dude. Because
oh my God, are you real?
Let me finish, bro. Other than you muting me every 5 seconds, the whole reason you're so against tariffs right now is because Trump is bringing it up. All right?
No, boo, tariffs always bad. Boo, no, boo, tariffs always bad. Because of the reasons that I already gave you. Look at you, you can't even respond to it, you spineless fuck. You're so spineless.
Wait, let's clarify. Do you think universal tariffs are a good idea?
And paying off the national debt, I think it's one of the better ideas.
What? Wait. You understand that won't be able to pay for all of his tax cuts, right?
Course.
And actually, Trump added to the national debt to a greater degree. So if you're a deficit hawk, you'd vote for the Kamala Harris administration because they added less debt under her administration than the Trump administration. I'm just saying, even factoring in non-COVID related spending.
I just don't think it's as bad as you guys are making it up to be, especially when he's incentivizing people to work more and on top of that, giving them no tax on overtime to match with that.
No tax on overtime reduces revenue. You know, understand? No tax on all these things reduces revenue, right? So that adds the debt.
You said no tax on all these things reduces revenue.
Yes, it does. That's how reducing taxes reduces revenue.
Explain to all the kids on here, explain your reasoning. and explain yourself, because I would like to disagree.
Reducing taxes reduces revenue.
Explain
if
that.
Taxes
if
lower.
It's so simple, why don't you?
I got you. Yeah. If taxes are lower, say it's 3% rather than 5%, that means the person paying the tax pays less money. So
to the government.
There's less overall revenue
for the government
going to the government.
Okay. So when you say it reduces revenue, let's be honest, it reduces revenue for the government, does not reduce revenue for American businesses. So
wait. I was referencing the government, genius.
Okay, well, you should make that your point next time and make that clear.
We were talking about deficits,
but look, Parker. Look,
oh
Dean,
my God, we were talking about the. What the fuck are we doing? We were talking about the debt and the deficit. When Parker says that a reduction in taxes reduces revenue, he's going to be referring to the government revenue that we'd be using to pay off the deficit. Sorry, the debt.
Okay. I believe that tariffs help pay down the debt. If you don't,
oh my God,
that's your belief.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
I do have one simple question.
You're terrible. Like, dude, wow.
It's okay, Dean.
How many states are there?
It's okay, Dean.
William, think of the $2.
Are you going to ask me about the branches of government too?
No, how many states are there?
How about this? What's 3 cubed, buddy?
How many states are
there?
there?
Tell me that. Give me a mathematical question.
27, by the way. 27, but how?
Good job.
Can you tell me the answer?
50
How many states are there? 50?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Anything else? Look, I got a question for you guys personally. All right. Chill out. You guys don't need to be all pissed off because I don't agree with you guys at all politically.
Maddie, I'm upset because you're dense.
Yeah, that's why. Right. That's what annoys. That's what's annoying.
Okay, I respect that. All right. The real question is, what's true election fraud? Is it a dude speaking up, First Amendment rights, or is it that happened 4 years ago, or is it people presently trying to take out the Republican candidate so no one else is left other than what you guys believe in, the Democrats?
Both of those things are like election fraud, I'd say.
You guys hear that in the comments?
Yeah, it's like anti-democratic to try to kill someone in the race for presidency.
Does he think that Democrats tried to kill Trump?
I think so.
No, I didn't say anything about killing him. I said everything. I think you guys just kind of expose yourself, to be honest.
How did we expose ourselves? Can you explain?
From what Dean just said, from what I just heard from Dean, is that he thinks both sides are election fraud. I gave you one side from Donald Trump invoking its First Amendment about election integrity 4 years ago, by the way, versus presently trying to take one side
of the election fraud was when he tried to overthrow the results of the election.
Besides presently today, as of now, to take one whole side of the political spectrum out of existence because you're a Democrat and that's what you want. And that's all you guys been pushing.
So that's also wrong. So I
what's real election fraud?
So I want to clear. I talked to Nick Fuentes last night. He's a white supremacist. Does that mean that all Republicans are white supremacists?
He's a white supremacist. Okay, Dean.
He literally is. He said he would vote for Hitler over his wife.
Can you answer my question? Does that mean that all Republicans are white supremacists?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so Thomas Crooks, I don't really care if he was a Democrat. All right, that was bad. Boo. I don't agree.
I'm saying it has nothing.
Justin, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love.
By the way,
I don't think you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it has nothing.
W's for Justin down below in the chat. Thank you for the $20.
William, thank you for the $1. Justin, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think this guy needs to try school again.
So real.
Good idea. Great idea.
All right. It has nothing to do with the attempts on his life. It has everything to do with slandering, trying to put him in jail, shit like that.
Okay, if it's slander, sue me. Sue me then. Sue me.
Also, you understand that if a claim is true, it's not
You guys
slander.
are trying to make this a one political system. That's election fraud. You guys are doing this presently.
Yeah,
you guys are mad about what Trump did 4 years ago.
I'd love to tell you the issue with what you're saying. It's not slander if it's true.
It's not slander if it's true. Is it not affecting the election right now?
It should
Trump
be
being
affecting
held
the election.
civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, like us
wait.
saying that, that's not slander, because again,
Wait,
it's true.
are you saying that informing the electorate is election fraud?
All right, I'll
Alan,
give you
thank
guys
you so much for the
20
$2.
seconds.
Yes, he is.
I just want a straight answer. Are you saying that making sure we have a well-informed electorate is a bad thing?
Yep, that's election fraud.
Is this having a
well-informed electorate is a great thing.
Okay, so then we should be informing people about the fact that Donald Trump's a
I'm gonna
rapist.
give you guys.
No.
20
So then you'd agree if having
seconds,
a
and
well.
hopefully you can give me 20 seconds.
So if you say that having a well-informed electorate is a good thing, then you'd agree that we should be informing people on the fact that Donald Trump's a rapist, right?
Okay. No, but at the end of the day, that's election fraud because
No, I'm just
you guys
I'm
are
informing the electorate.
Okay. Are you gonna let me talk?
It's not election fraud. because I'm
You let
informing
me
the
talk,
electorate.
Dean?
Explain to me how informing the electorate is fraud.
Okay. It's not only that, buddy. It's slandering his name, calling him all these things. A lot of these.
We're gonna get our next guest up in here. For the 10.4 thousand people hanging out with us in here today, guys, spam maggot down below in the chat if you do want to come up. And Aline, I appreciate you for the $2 on PayPal. Yeah, we got Trump's biggest warrior in the live, guys. We got Trump's biggest warrior. Let's go to see what our next guest has to say, everyone. We got Cody loading up literally right now, y'all. And everyone, do be double tapping away on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 2 million likes here. Then also, guys, everyone, hit that follow button. All right, we are so close to 1 million followers. Absolutely so close. A whole lot of fun. And also, Parker, I saw your text. That is such a huge thing. I hope that you end up doing that. Let's go and see what our next guest has to say. We got Matt loading up into the live, y'all. Everyone do be patient. Everyone do give us a minute. Alrighty. Yo, Parker, would you actually help me load someone up in here?
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, bet. I'm going to read that while you help. You could reference the chat, probably. It'll get people loaded up faster.
All right, let's get someone up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now.
23.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
23.
Are you voting Trump?
I am.
Why so?
Well, first, all I want to say is, Parker, you got owned by Charlie Kirk, and Dean, you got owned by Nick. Let's be real here. We know it.
So this guy's just insane. Here, can I ask you a question? We're gonna go through this. Name me one point Charlie beat me on.
The abortions.
What about abortion?
Well, I don't have like a photographic memory, so I'm not too
That
sure.
wouldn't be a photographic memory. You just have to remember anything. Also,
All right,
it wouldn't be
all right.
photographic because it's not visual. It's auditory.
You kept interrupting him. You wouldn't let him speak.
Interrupting isn't me losing an argument.
I think so. I think it's you're.
Okay, so you don't know anything. So why do you think someone who said that he would vote for Hitler over his wife beat Dean in a debate? Can you please tell me that?
You know, because they're misinformed. He was trying to do the right thing. It just looked bad.
Okay, Jace. Rethink your life, bro.
I should rethink it?
Yeah, you fucking weirdo. All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024.
Yo, that'll be huge if that's true, by the way.
I know, right?
That'll be really good. But, dude, the pushback that you're going to get.
I don't think I will. You think so?
With a conspiracy theory?
Oh, you mean with the right wing ones? The
Yeah.
right wing conspiracy theories? Yeah.
That'll be fun.
That will be funny. That'll actually be very funny, dude.
Yeah, that'll be like great pushback. You know what I mean?
Oh, that will be the best. I know exactly what you mean.
Do
That'd be perfect.
you see my reason why that would be great too?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the next guest up in here. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. Everyone, do just give us a minute, get your guys. Everyone, spam maggot down below in that chat if you do want to come up a debate. We got our next guest loading in literally right now, y'all. For the 10,000 people in here, make sure that we're hitting that follow button if we haven't already. Share out this live as well, guys. We're gonna get our next guest, Danny, up in here right now, y'all. All right.
I'll probably start hosting my own live here in like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I am actually.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I'm really.
You know these policies are like real.
I'm really down for it because I'll be able to hit you with a massive raid. We'll probably be able to get like 15K.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm down to do that.
Really
plus, what's it called?
You know these policies like affect people, right? And like you guys are sitting here like getting gifts, and like in between talking about Trump's evil character, you guys are going, "Thanks for the 20, thanks for the 20." Like how ridiculous do you guys sound? Like villainizing Trump while also collecting money and then just like diminishing any value that your arguments have. Like, yeah, on one hand, you're calling Trump out for being a piece of shit. On one hand, you're calling Trump out for the piece of shit he is, and then on the other hand, you're
is this like a
cutting
script,
in.
or can I respond to this?
No, go ahead. Because every 30 seconds, right? Like whenever you get a gift. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like, are you saying anyone who makes any money off of any of the work that they do in the entertainment business?
No, obviously not. I'm
off
talking
of that?
about political commentators on a TikTok live talking about the character of one of the politicians that's running for president, and then cutting in 30 seconds. No, wait. Because you're trying to cherry pick that I'm saying that you guys shouldn't be doing this, and you're not listening to the reason that I'm saying
I am listening.
Shouldn't be doing
Let me clarify. Let me just clarify. You can chill out. It's fine. I'm just trying to understand your position.
With the $50.
Well, that's what I mean, bro. Like, you guys are talking about like how awful Trump is.
Danny, if I want to be nice to you, can you be quiet so that I can respond to you? Because I can hear you breathing into the mic and freaking out, and I'd like to have a genuine conversation with you, not like a fucking freak out. Okay? I'd love to have a typical conversation with you. Okay?
Cool.
So I think it's totally fine for us to be making money in a circumstance where it is the fact that we're calling out bigotry. I don't see that to be a bad thing at all.
But nobody said
I think that
was a bad thing.
Can I please finish?
Christina, thank you for the $5.
Is that okay, Danny?
Yeah.
I like how you're
like. I love that you're saying that I'm saying that you're wrong.
Can I finish? Danny, yeah. Okay, there you go. So again, if you're not saying that it's wrong, then why are you making an issue of it? Okay? Because when you're saying that it's wrong, that's implying that you shouldn't do this. If you're implying that I shouldn't do this, you're indicating that it's wrong to do. Okay? Otherwise, I wouldn't have a reason that I shouldn't do what I'm doing right now.
And Jesse, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. And Alicia, thank you for the $5 on Venmo as well. Thank you, Jesse and Alicia, for the $10 and the $5.
I'm saying that it's kind of disingenuous to hear you guys call out the bigotry because it's rightfully needed because Republicans are stupid, right? But it's rightfully needed for you guys to call out this negative behavior. But I think it diminishes the value of that point when 30 seconds later you're like, hey, thanks for the $50. Like, you're only doing this for the money. You're getting paid by the DNC.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
before we go into this, okay, so you have two things that are done there. Okay, you saying I'm doing this only for the money is insane. This is something that has become a job of mine.
Didn't you guys just text each other about a new opportunity for you? And like teasing each other for it?
Can I please finish?
An opportunity that didn't involve income.
Is it impossible for me to be able to do this, Danny? Like, can you just chill out for 1 second so I can explain? Okay, as you just said, can you stop breathing in the mic, please? Please stop breathing in the mic. It's actually kind of annoying. Okay? So again, we're not paid by the DNC. That's an insane conspiracy theory that you just decided to believe in. And two, as it relates to this, we're not doing this just for the money. I've been doing this for years. It was my hobby. And because it blew up, I've been able to do this as my job and dedicate more time to this. So again, you're sitting there, you're mad. Stop talking. So you're sitting there, you're mad that we are specifically making money from this, and you're saying somehow that means it's disingenuous. I have yet to hear an argument as to why me getting a donation from someone who likes my content in the chat makes what I'm doing disingenuous.
Because your lives are all set up the exact same.
1 second, Danny. Mary, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you. Alicia with the $1. Candy with the $15. Thank you for the $15, Candy. And Cassie with the $2 as well. W's for all the donors down below.
Yeah, while he's muted, I'm going to say thank you as well. Alicia, thank you so much for the $5. Colin, thank you for the $2. Danielle, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10. Quenisha, thank you so much for the $5. Candy, thank you for the $15 just to trigger Danny.
And
Alicia, appreciate the $1. Justin, thank you for the $5. Jesse, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. Megan, thank you for the $1 from the DNC. Emily, thank you for the $5 from the DNC. Vanessa, thank you for the $5 for how dare you get paid for your job. Hope, thank you for the $2. Gabby, thank you for the $5 to piss off Danny. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Justin, thank you for the $5 as well. I'd just like to add on to what Parker said there. Like when we both started doing this thing, we didn't make any money. If we were doing this for the money, we would never have started. Samantha, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. And I mean, the fact...
Do you think I started with like fucking 10,000 people in the live? I had 5 people in my live every single time I went on live. Like, to say that I did this for the money is insane when there was no one on TikTok doing what we do right now. Literally, when I started, not a single person was on TikTok doing this. It was just people's fucking hobbies. It was my hobby. I came on here because I think it was genuinely impactful for people. I didn't start making money until years down the line. So if it was some profit thing, why didn't I go into any other business? Why didn't I do any other platform that actually had the ability to generate revenue? This had no idea of generating revenue when I started it.
Well, actually, it kind of does generate revenue. Like, even on both sides. Both sides.
Wait. Now, Danny, after I got into this position...
Candy, thank you for the $15. I appreciate you for the love.
Wait, Danny, are you
Thank you for the $15, Candy.
I'm sorry?
How am I grifting?
Can I hop in here?
No, I'm not
Can I hop in
saying
here?
that like you're necessarily grifting. I'm saying like grifting on the right like brings in money. Like older millennial does it. He
I'm
just
not
lies.
grifting on the right.
I'm not saying
I'm
you're grifting
expressing
on the
my
right. I'm saying
specific
you're doing it
positions that I
on the
think are
left.
beneficial for
like
society.
It's easy. Like
you just said I'm
politics
grifting
is
on the
all-
left. You just
can I-
implied that I'm grifting on the left.
Can I hop in here, guys? Danny? Okay. So Danny, first of all, I just wanted to tell you that, like, what am I supposed to do? Not thank the people that donate to me? Like, get a fucking grip? Speaking
No,
of
of
Lindsay, thank you for the
course.
$20 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. W's for Lindsay down below in the chat. Thank you for the $20. And then also, so Danny is a specimen
Hold
that
on,
I
let me
call...
say some thank you to some people as well. There's a lot more people that oh my god. Okay. Justin, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jesse, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Megan, thank you for the $1. Emily, thank you so much for the $5 from the DNC. Gabby, thank you for the $5 to piss off Danny. Wicket, thank you so much for the $5 on Danny's behalf. Candy, thank you for the $15 to trigger Danny again. Derek,
I'm
thank
not
you for the
actually
69
mad that you guys are
cents.
getting-
Angela, thank you for the $10 for a donation willingly gifted. Anne, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for Please Split with Dean W.
Hey, then
Vanessa.
also,
firstly,
no,
like,
no, you go back on mute. See, usually when I'm on Parker's live, any like things I don't know, or the other person will interrupt me, it's my fucking live, so I get to mute you. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. You're what I call a specimen that is morally lucky. You said you recognize the bigotry in Donald Trump's character, but then you turn around and engage in logically synonymous conspiracy theory with what he convinces his voter base of when you say that we're paid by the DNC or we're just doing this for the grift. You're not a good person because you're like intelligent. You're not a good person because you're educated. You're a good person because you got lucky with your socialization. And that's the fucking issue here. You are just as predisposed to conspiracy theory as every Republican that joins this live if you genuinely think that we are grifting and paid by the DNC. So let's get that fucking straight. And Michaela, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do really appreciate you. But, feel free to give a response here at the end of the day. You're jealous. You will
Christina,
never
thank
be
you for the
made.
$5 from the
Keep
DNC on
whining.
Danny's behalf. Thank you so much.
No, I'm coming in here and yelling and I'm breathing a lot. I have anxiety. I'm sorry. Like, I don't join into lives a lot. And I'm not, like, obviously jealous. Like, I don't give a fuck. You guys are making money. I don't care. Like, there's people who make money on both sides. I don't care. Like,
You
it's
cared
just-
so much you waited in my guest request for half an hour.
Yes, I just joined like 15 minutes
Sarah,
ago,
thank you for the
brother.
$10
I
on
joined
Venmo
when
for
I
the
followed
Educated
you.
King. And Megan, thank you for the $10 on Venmo as well. W's for Sarah and Megan.
Tasneem, thank you so much. I appreciate the
bothered by that.
$35 for guests is annoying.
are
Thank you so much,
grifting now.
Tasneem.
You
Thank you
guys
so
won't even
much.
let me make my
I appreciate it.
point.
Troy,
You guys
thank you
are
for the
trying to,
$2.
like, thank
Because you said we're
donations
paid
to
by the
trigger
DNC.
me.
Hey, Danny,
Yeah,
you said
okay.
we're paid by the DNC. Of course I'm going to do that. You came on like you're genuine and
All right,
something.
well
You're
then,
not
why don't
genuine.
why
You
don't
believe in
Why
conspiracy
don't you go
theory.
online to the DNC website where they show where all of their money goes, and
Go
you
for it.
show that the
Do it.
parent company that you guys are under is the
What
Wait,
company?
what company
What
are we
parent
under?
company?
What com-
18K.
Danny,
has
Danny,
gone to
Danny.
the
What parent company?
What company
What
are
parent
me and
company?
Parker under? Yeah, this is like the best part about being a fucking free agent and having no management company fucking ever. He ran away.
Oh, you ran away.
He left.
Yeah, literally, we have no affiliation with Pallet. We don't have a management company. We're solo.
Yeah.
It's literally just us.
Yeah, Bally, I appreciate
I've
you.
never even worked with a business. Dean's never worked with a business. Nothing.
Belly, I appreciate you for the $10 on Venmo. Let's get some W's for Belly down below. Seriously, like when we look for reliance on others.
Wait. Here's what the crazy thing is. They think that we're paid by the DNC and then also get mad at us when we're grassroots funded. What the fuck is wrong with this? What is it? What are we supposed to do?
Yeah, there's no solution.
What are we supposed to do? Zachariah, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for the baby bottle for Danny.
Hey, what's going on? Are you voting for Chomp?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, dear God, why?
Honestly, because of the business practices that's benefited in 2019 when I started my business, there's a lot of inventory made in the U.S. And in the last few years, we've had to outsource and get inventory from China. Still works, it's still good, but I prefer getting the U.S. business. Is a lot cheaper for shipping and stuff like that. As well as Trump's resorts are absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one. They're beautiful. You guys should go check it out.
Is you real? Cara, thank you
Julie,
for the
thank you for the
$5.
Kara, thank you so much for the $5 from the DNC. And from Pallet Management, Julie, thank you.
Dude, you're not real. Are you you just told us that you're voting for Trump because of nice hotels?
Bro, he has the best resorts, best gyms.
Yeah.
His Trump Hotel,
Dude.
Chicago, best gym. The Doral Golf Course, 3 courses in one. It's amazing.
Dude, that's really cringe that you figured all of that out just to say this on the live. That's
Oh
so
no,
crazy.
I live in Florida, so it's easy.
But how does that give you reason to
Oh,
vote
lives
for him
in
as
Florida.
president?
Wow, that makes
No, it's because the inventory with business. We had to buy a lot of inventory from the in the U.S. in 2019 when I started my business when I was only 20 years old, and then in the last few years we've had to outsource to China. which
Zoe,
costs
thank
more
you for the
shipping.
$10 on Venmo to keep cooking. I appreciate you for the love. Having
Wait,
Biden
wait.
and Harris cause you to be more reliant on
Wait, so
imports.
why did you have to outsource to other countries? Was it because it's cheaper?
Kay,
lack
thank you
of
for the
inventory.
boxing gloves. Thank you for the love, Kay. W's for Kay down below in the chat. And Robin with the $20 on Venmo. Dear God, this is exhausting. W's for Robin and Zoe and Kay down below. And Robert with the Wanda the Witch. W's for Robert down below in the chat. And Katrina with the $20 on PayPal. Y'all are going off today. Yo, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys for the love.
Sarah, thank you for the $10, and Ashley, thank you for the $3. Okay, so yeah, so again, that's just like a terrible reason to vote for Trump. I'm not even taking this guy seriously.
It's a realistic reason, though. I mean, that's why. And then also like the tax breaks that you get too as well. So it's, I mean, it's not a terrible reason.
Wait, do you think your taxes are too high right now?
No, it is what it is. They're definitely higher.
Oh, okay, we're still under Trump tax policy.
Well, you know, in 2019, 2020, I had more write-off opportunities than I do now.
Yeah, because of Trump.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Zacharia, thank you so much for the $5. And Michaelia, thank you so much. Appreciate the $5. Thank you so much.
I worked and managed a dog food production company.
Was it healthy dog food though, or was it some of that science? You know, was it made in the lab, or was it good for the dogs?
It was healthy. That was like the whole point.
There we go. Like Fresh Pet. All right.
Even better than Fresh Pet.
Okay.
But anyways, like the point that I'm bringing up here is like there has been supply chain issues in America for like the last like handful of years, but that wasn't caused by the Biden and Harris administration. That was like predominantly caused by, for me personally, like farms shutting down because of COVID, or like the tariffs that Trump imposed on China, or supply chain issues to deal with like COVID and not being able to get shipping containers overseas, etc. So like none of these supply chain issues that have led you to have less inventory here at home in the U.S. have been caused by the Biden and Harris administration. I think that you'd have a decent argument here if you could tell me and Parker how they caused those supply chain issues. And also, Julie, thank you for the $50 on Venmo. Sorry. W's for Julie down below in the chat, and Madison with the $5.
Yeah, so
Robert with the
Robert, thank you so much for the Wand of the Witch. Thank you so much, Robert.
And Madison, thank you for the $5. But seriously, W's for Robert and Julie down below.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, there's not much of an argument in their policies, because I don't really care about policies. I care about money, but it's just more real life experience. So it's like, for example, in 2019, 2020,
wait. How could it affect your money if there's no change in policy that you think is relevant?
Well, it's more so the fact that I've had to order inventory from China, order 2,000, 3,000 inventories from
problems
China.
on the administration, though. That's what I'm saying. Like this wasn't.
You're going to make it more expensive by adding the tariffs.
Adding the what?
Yeah, adding tariffs will make it more expensive.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why we want U.S. inventory when we had the U.S. base. Even J.D. Vance said the other day, with the industry that I'm in, it needs to be American made. And
yeah, he says it needs to be American made, but you understand that's going to make it more expensive for you, right?
I understand.
Okay, thank you for the boxing gloves. Thank you so much for the boxing gloves, Kay.
It's going to reduce how much your goods are valued.
No,
or
that's
not
fine.
valued, how much your goods are demanded. Sorry.
The clientele will go up though with a U.S. based product compared to a China based product.
What makes you think that?
A lot of people, you know, when you go to clients' houses, we meet with clients, meet with customers, meet with real life people. They want U.S. made products.
But they also cost more. So like typically
they do cost more, but it's quality over quantity, right?
Okay, so then you would just be able to use the U.S. ones right now.
I mean, the lack of inventory. We make 1,000 orders and it takes them 6 months to deliver.
Okay, so then that's an issue with U.S. suppliers then. So why would you so if you had to only rely on the U.S. suppliers right now, you wouldn't get anything?
I get stuff, but it'd be delayed for 6-12 months.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it being delayed for 6-12 months is going to make it worse for your clients.
The goal, the point is, in 2019 and 2020, there was no delays. And then since, for whatever reason it could be, the inventory has dropped.
This is a correlation causation fallacy. Not everything that happens in the country is to blame on the president. You'd have to tell us how Biden and Harris caused there to be U.S. supply chain issues. If you can't, your argument fails, okay? Right? Because I could say, well, my point is, in 2019, I didn't have a girlfriend, and now I do, so I should vote for Harris to keep my girlfriend. Like, those are literally logically synonymous arguments. Trump didn't cause me not to have a girlfriend, and Biden and Harris didn't cause there to be U.S. supply chain issues.
Lisa, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Like, dude, can you at least, like, recognize my point here? Can you see the point?
I see your point. I'm just telling you, I'm voting for Trump off of real life experiences. And
okay, you suck. I'm telling you why dude, okay, should I vote for Harris off of real life experiences because she gave me a girlfriend?
If she gave you a girlfriend, I mean, that's something I hope you would memorize. So yeah, you probably should vote for her.
Okay, you're being disingenuous. Obviously, Kamala Harris didn't give me my girlfriend. Why are you?
I don't know. Maybe you're just on a live and someone on TikTok hit up your DMs and was like, "Okay, yeah, let's link up." And then you guys linked up, and then now you're in love.
You're being disingenuous, man.
It's facts. It's just real. Like I said, just based off experiences from 2018.
Chloe, I appreciate you for the subscription. And I just proved that argument, bro. Listen, not everything that happens in the country was caused by the president. Did Donald Trump cause the 14.8% rate of unemployment that we had at the end of his term?
No.
And Olivia, thank you for the subscription. But it happened under his presidency, just like the supply chain issues happened under Harris.
I understand that. But a lot
so
of
if he didn't cause the unemployment, Biden and Harris didn't cause the supply chain issues.
Okay, I get you. I get what you guys are saying, but I'm saying, let's just see when you guys are making 7 figures when you get your taxes, you'll appreciate the Trump policy more.
So now you're talking about policy when 15 minutes ago you told us that you don't care
Come
about
on.
policy.
Let's just be so real. So would you rather have children in this country have greater access to food and there's less childhood poverty, or have a few extra $10,000 when you make 7 figures a year?
No,
What
you
the
don't need
fuck
an
is
extra.
wrong with
You want to feed the poverty, of course, but you know, we shouldn't be
so
talking about people in foreign, struggling countries do, because you know what the Clintons do in Haiti. So,
wait, what is your argument? I'm not advocating for voting for a Clinton, and I also don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're talking about people that are struggling with food.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the United States right now. Us having a lower child tax rate reduce the likelihood that we're going to be able to lower childhood poverty, right? When we have a higher child tax credit, right, like the one that Kamala Harris is advocating for, it reduces childhood poverty.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want lower childhood poverty, vote for Kamala Harris.
So for lower childhood poverty, vote for Kamala.
Yes, literally.
What does that bring for business?
Oh my
What do you
God.
mean? What do you mean? What does that bring for business?
No, I'm
okay,
just
I'll give you
joking.
examples. So, for example, for corporations that make income less than $50,000 a year, on their income less than $50,000, Trump increased their taxes from 15% under Obama to 21% under Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And it's like
Kamala
talking to
Harris is
AI, you guys
advocating
got it all unlocked.
for. Kamala Harris is advocating for in the first year of a small business, you get a $50,000 tax deductible, so you can reduce your taxable income by $50K.
Mm-hmm. Fair point. Fair point. If that's the
All right, well-
policy, so you're saying there's more benefits to it if they're with their tax policy.
Yes.
My
100 million
experience says
Americans will have
otherwise.
lower taxes. If you only have increased taxes if you have income over 400,000, and it's only on your income over 400K.
My 5 years of experience says otherwise. So if it magically changes when she gets into office, then that'd be great. But I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm saying 5 years of experience doing taxes in America, and for 4 years under the Biden and Harris policy, it says
You
otherwise.
understand we're under the Trump policy right now.
I understand.
I'm not trolling. We're currently under the Trump policy. So you said it was worse under the Trump policy. That's interesting.
The Trump tax policy.
Yeah.
I mean, once he's back in, you'll see a difference magically. Whether it's a policy or not, it's going to be a difference.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's a good difference. Like, what was the difference for women? They have restricted access to abortion in this country, right? People have literally died in this country because of that.
With that, I'm giving you my reason. Everyone's got their reasons. I'm not going to argue about abortions or anything like that because I definitely think there's a case for that. So I'm just telling you my reason, which is business.
So you care more about business than women's rights?
No.
Okay, so then you'll vote for Kamala Harris.
No. Bro, even Melania came out with a video today saying she cares about
Melania?
women's rights.
Yeah, Melania did. Yeah, which is in disagreement with Trump. Yeah, because everyone knows Melania hates Trump. Have you seen like her bat away Trump's hand when he tried to like hold her hand? She does not like Trump.
She did at one point, or she liked the money.
I didn't say it.
But I'm just saying, like, no, even that policy that when is Trump came out and publicly talked about abortions like that?
He said that he's really proud of overturning Roe v. Wade. He's really proud of the 65,000 victims of rape that haven't been able to get an abortion in the state of Texas in the last 2.5 years.
He said he's proud of the victims of rape that haven't got abortions.
He's proud of Roe v. Wade. I mean, that's what Roe v. Wade caused. So
Wasn't he just talking about like the months? Like if there's like 11 months or 9 months?
No, he was proud of overturning federal protections for a woman's right to choose.
Mm-hmm. But he's got great resorts.
Oh my God. How many, you know what, sir, I just want to let you know that you personally decrease my faith in our species.
Well, I increase the faith in a lot of other species around me, so I care about that.
That sentence alone was absolute gibberish.
It is what it is. That's what half the things that you say are, my friend.
That sentence that you just said was literal fucking gibberish.
At least I'm a...
Rep.
Dear God. All right, let's see what our next guest has to say.
Yeah, I think
here,
I'm about to
chat.
go start my live.
Bet, brother.
All right, bro. I'll see everyone here in a second. Love y'all so much. I probably will get a following glitch right away. So
Yeah, yeah, everyone. If you want to just like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Because we could like raid you when you go live. We could wait a little
I'll
bit.
let you know when if my algorithm is good.
All right, chat. We're gonna raid Parker as soon as his algorithm is good, guys.
See ya.
I appreciate you for coming up, man. So we're gonna raid Parker when his algorithm is good. So everyone just kind of hang out and stay with us, right? What's going on, Fortune? Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, why so?
Because you got destroyed by Nick Fuentes, bro.
Wait, first
I can't
premise.
relate to people like you anymore.
First premise: do all white supremacists suck?
There's like, how do I say this? They have strengths in their beliefs.
Do all white supremacists suck?
No.
Okay, so do you agree with him when he says that Hitler would be better to run our country than any woman?
Than any woman that's ever existed?
Yep.
Of course.
Oh, okay. So, like, do we see, like, I don't actually suck, I didn't get destroyed, you're just insane?
No, I'm not insane. It's just...
Yeah, you
Hitler's
think
very
that...
misunderstood, like...
Yeah, see what I mean? Like, you're insane.
No.
Yes, no,
He
you
was a
are
great
literally...
leader.
No, see, okay, I'm going to let
He improved the
10,000...
state of Germany. That's
I'm
undeniable.
going to let 10,000 people publicly braid you. Just look at the chat. I just want you to look at the chat. So,
Dude,
like, do you see like
love me.
no, I'm even gonna get Trump supporters up here. Hey guys, if you're a Trump supporter, say me down below in the chat. I'm gonna get the Trump supporters up here to braid you too.
They all agree with me.
I'm gonna get the no.
Like you can't deny that he left.
I'm gonna get the Trump supporters up here to make fun of you too. That's super funny. See, like I don't know. Like those Nick Fuentes fans, dude. Like they think that they're safe. You know what I mean? Like they think that their beliefs are acceptable. They think that their beliefs, right, are like something that is okay. Victor, I appreciate you for the $25 on Venmo. Victor, W's for Victor in the chat. Thank you for the $25. And Julian with the $20 on Venmo as well. Thank you so much, Victor and Julian. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Victor and Julian. Guys, please, if you're a Trump supporter, hop in the queue. Send MAGA down below in the chat. I want to get more Trump supporters up here right now to see how y'all feel about what he's saying.
I'm not by any means justifying what he did. I'm just saying
Beep, thank you for the corgi. Be quiet.
Leader.
Yeah, you also said, wait. Hey, Average, are you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about Fortune down here?
That's kind of crazy what he said.
Yeah, like do you think that like Fortune's like absolutely insane?
I mean, I'm not really a Trump like a MAGA supporter, but like.
Oh, I want some MAGA supporters. Nikki, are you MAGA?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert, thank you for the coral. Yeah, this Fortune guy's
Nikki,
fucking nuts, huh?
No. Do you support Kamala with all the wars that are going on right now?
Okay, Nikki, wrong place, wrong time. We'll get back to that in like in a minute and a half. You hate me, okay? I get it. How do you feel about Fortune saying that Hitler is like a good leader? How do you feel about that?
I don't think that's a good idea that Hitler is a good guy, but I think he's right for Republican.
What's that, Nikki?
I don't think Hitler is good, but I think that Trump is good.
Oh, okay. Well, Nikki, stop being a robot for like 30 fucking seconds. Just literally stop being a robot for like 20 seconds. I'm specifically getting Trump supporters up here to tell the Yahtzee that is not accepted within the Republican Party.
I don't appreciate that term, bro. I'm not a
Yahtzee. Shut up,
I
Yahtzee.
just answered your question.
Get a load of this joker, bro.
I don't understand.
Wait, so why do you think that he's misunderstood?
Because, well, it's known that they've been lying about. Can I say?
No, it's actually not known. It's actually not known. Oh, yeah, see what I mean, guys? So like that's Fuentes' voter base. We're gonna move on to our next guest. If you guys want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal or my bio. See, like guys, those are the people that are coming after me. Everyone, you got to go look at my Twitter. It's fucked. And Nikki, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo, saying that he's a sexist and misogynist alongside many other things. Thank you for the $25, Nikki. You are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. W's from Nikki in the chat. What's up, Eric? Are you voting for Trump? Eric Beagle, hello. Pookie, you got to speak to me. Oh no. Yeah, guys. If you want to see like something that's actually scary, go look at my Twitter. It was rated by Yahtzees. I'm not even joking. We're going to get our next guest up in here right now. Also, guys, we're so close to 970,000 followers, guys. We're literally less than 100 followers away. I'm going to start shouting out people that have followed me because I really want to get to that 970K mark. Danian and Meanie and Janet, thank you guys so much for the follows. I just want to see constant follow spam below in the chat while we're getting our next guest up in here. Brooklyn, thank you for the follow. Brooklyn, you're absolutely phenomenal. I'm even going to follow a few people back in the mix. Katie, thank you for the follow. I just followed you back. And Blank Name, thank you for the extension to the 3-month sub. You were absolutely phenomenal. We're going to get our next guest up in the box literally right now. Let's see here, guys. Eli, thank you for the follow. Maze, thank you for the follow. Penelope, thank you for the follow. Maddie, thank you for the follow. I just followed you back. Right there. Bree, thank you so much for the dinosaur. You're phenomenal. And Wesley, thank you for the subscription. And Kevin, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. What's up, Luca? Are you voting for Trump? You're a child. Kevin, thank you for the $5. And Sapphire, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Let's see here. I appreciate you so much for the love. Gerard, thank you for the follow. Linda with a follow. Sophie with a follow. And Kat with a follow. Kat, I just followed you back. And Amy, thank you for the hand hearts and weird emojis. Thank you for the subscription. What's up, Apple Juice? Are you voting for Trump?
Oh, no, I'm not. I didn't know that I was.
Guys, I just want to debate Trump supporters, please. We got our next guest, Levi, loading up into the queue literally right now, y'all. And Sluss, I appreciate you for the subscription. You are absolutely phenomenal. Hell yeah, we got our next guest loading up into the queue literally right now, y'all. Guys, spam MAGA down below in the chat if you do want to come up and debate. We're just looking for our next guest. It looks like we got him loading in. Hey, Mosi, are you voting for Trump?
Yes, absolutely. What's going on, Dean? How are you?
I'm doing all right. Why are you voting for Trump?
Awesome. I just think that, his propositions are a lot better than, what Kamala's proposing.
Okay, so make the average American worse off with the tariffs, make the richer people richer with the tax cuts. What are you standing for here?
I mean, if you think trickle down economics is inherently bad, then you're ignoring U.S. history.
Darius, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. I'd say if you think trickle down economics work, you're ignoring U.S. history. What happened in the 80s?
20s?
Anna, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate you for the love, and Toot, thank you for the subscription as well. What about the 80s when Reagan introduced trickle-down economics and we saw a stagnation in worker wages with an increase in worker productivity? And in fact, that's the same thing that we see until this very day.
Yeah, okay, so you're talking about the Economic Recovery Tax Act?
Maureen, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. You are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for the love. And then also, if you want to benefit the average working class American, you got to give it straight to them. And this is more than just a specific tax policy. Well, no, I'm talking about now, and you told me to reference historical fact about trickle-down economics. But here's my claim, right? If we want to cut taxes for the average American, why don't we just cut it directly for them? And then it's not just Donald Trump's tax plan that isn't built for the average American, but it's the tariffs that will hurt the average American.
Okay, cool. So I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of all the tariffs that Trump proposes. I also don't like the tariffs that Biden proposed either. So.
Yeah, but Biden, he kept tariffs on China. Donald Trump wants to impose a flat tariff on all imported goods into the country. And if you're not a fan of those for good reason because they cause inflation, well, that's why you should vote for Harris, because Donald Trump's plan is worse for the average American.
So are you tracking the tariffs that he implemented when he was president?
No, what he wants to implement if he's reelected, he wants to implement a 10 to 20% flat tariff on all goods imported into the country.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we were going to reference the ones that he already, implemented when he was president, which Joe Biden chose to continue, by the way.
Yeah, and I disagree with him. Yeah, but flat tariffs on all goods imported in the country, bad.
I mean, we both kind of disagree on tariffs, right? So I don't think tariffs are necessarily the answer, right? But I do think trickle down economics.
But let's talk about them because that's what's going to hurt the average American.
Yeah. No, trickle down economics is not going to hurt the average American.
No, the tariffs alongside the disproportionate tax policy built for rich people.
Okay, so once again,
Amanda, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love.
Once again, I'm not the biggest fan of Trump's tariff actions.
So you concede.
Awesome. Yeah. So I don't.
So you concede that his plan is worse for the average American.
That some of his tariff propositions may be worse. Yeah, but so are some of Biden's. I mean, it's
like what? By the way, Harris is running. So what does Harris propose that'll be bad for the average American? Krista, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the
3 million new homes that they're going to build.
Okay, so new homes are bad. Why?
Yeah, because we're going to spend all this money, but we're not proposing any budget cuts whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, because we're not proposing budget cuts, because instead we're just going to increase revenue. For the $2.4 trillion.
That's not how that works.
It is how it works. It is how it works.
No, it's not.
It is. I'll explain how. So
Okay,
our
cool.
tax policy, right, over the next 10 years is actually not deficit increasing by a dime because it's self-sufficient. The $2.4 trillion, Darius, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love, Darius. The $2.4 trillion associated with their tax cuts for the next 10 years are going to be paid for by a 7% increase in the corporate tax rate. There's 1.1 trillion alone. And then for the remainder of the 1.3, 300 to 400 of that will be from cuts in spending because we're going to grant Medicare a greater renegotiated ability with private pharmaceutical companies estimated to save our federal government $300 to $400 billion. And then the remainder will come from the wealth taxes, the unrealized and realized capital gains tax on centimillionaires, right? However, Trump's tax plan, if you care about the debt and the deficit, is estimated to cost $5.8 trillion, and he has no clue how he's going to pay for it. Not a clue.
So have you looked at Trump's deficit during his time as a president?
Sure did. He actually signed more debt into law compared to Biden and Harris.
Oh, really? What kind of debt?
Sure. So 4.6 trillion of that was COVID-related expenditure. Then 4.8 trillion of that is going to be non-COVID-related expenditure, predominantly driven by his tax cuts. Then if we want to reference like Biden and Harris, they'd be at 4.6 trillion, 2.2 trillion non-COVID related.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page with that, right? So the difference here, right, is a lot of, Kamala Harris's, policy is going to rely on spending, right? It's not going to rely on tax cuts being the primary source of the deficit. And, increasing taxes by 7% on, capital gains is going to be detrimental to the United States. It's going to cause these businesses to move out of the United States.
Boo, I disagree.
How do you disagree?
Yeah, because we have the world's largest consumer base, the world's largest GDP, the world's most booming economy. Increasing taxes is not going to incentivize businesses to move to other countries with a worse consumer base, a worse GDP, and a worse economy with lower taxes. We could just say right now, do you think that companies currently have an incentivization to move to Romania because they have lower taxes?
No. So companies.
Okay, why don't they have that incentivization?
No, wait a second, because I want to respond to what you said first, right? So check it out. Whenever we're talking about companies moving outside of the United States and importing in, right? Which you said you're against the tariffs, right?
Boo, bad tariffs.
Okay, cool. So whenever we're talking about companies moving outside of the United States to places like China, Mexico, Taiwan, right? It is going to be much cheaper for them to produce those same consumer goods for the United States and import them into the United States than it would be for them to manufacture them in the United States, run their business in the United States, and pay those hiked capital gains taxes.
Yeah, but we have that same incentive existing today, and we had that same incentive existing under Trump with countries like Mexico and Canada. Why aren't businesses moving to Mexico and Canada?
The businesses are moving to Mexico.
Not on a macro scale. I think you can name one.
What about Ford?
What about Ford?
Is Ford not considered a massive scale industry? They've,
John Deere was the one that wanted to move to Mexico.
Cool. Also Ford as well. And Ford did actually move a lot of their plants and facilities to Mexico. But anyways,
Ford and Volkswagen have always had plants.
Right? It's
Ford and Volkswagen have had facilities in Mexico since the 90s.
Okay, cool. But once again, right, the reason that they move their facilities to Mexico is because it is cheaper for them to manufacture in Mexico and then import those goods to the United States, which, by the way, you're right. We do have the biggest consumer base. You're absolutely right.
So we need to have lower taxes in Mexico?
Do they have lower taxes in Mexico? It costs them less money to employ people in Mexico.
I said, should we have lower worker wages and lower taxes than we have in Mexico so we don't give companies incentivization to move to Mexico?
No, that's not the point at all.
Okay, so we can have higher taxes and have that incentivization that exists
while
while also inspiring
certain items.
Wait one second. So we could have higher taxes, such as the corporate tax rate being increased by 7% and the unrealized capital gains tax to fund those tax cuts for the low and the middle class, and that won't create much incentive for companies to move to other countries due to the fact that we have the world's largest consumer base. And the reason why tariffs suck is they harm the average working class American, right? And then also, if you're saying that we should increase tariffs on Mexico, why would you be voting for Donald Trump? What about the USMCA that reduced tariffs on Mexico?
Cool. But once again, right? So my point stands, right? I don't want to run away from the point. Right? Whenever you increase taxes on corporations, right, they move outside of the United States, right? And then they import goods to the United States because it's cheaper. Does that make sense?
Then why didn't we see a significantly higher amount of companies operating in the United States under Trump compared to Obama in his last 3-4 years? Because we had a 35% corporate tax rate under Obama, 21% specifically under Donald Trump. Also, historically speaking, like when we had incredibly low rates of unemployment in like the 60s and 70s, what was our corporate tax rate? 45%. So just empirically speaking, history debunks and disproves your claims, right? That's the same thing you said to me when I was talking about trickle down economics. So I thought I'd say it. I thought I'd say it right back.
Okay, I love the fact that you brought up like what you said, the 70s, right?
Yeah, like in the 70s, right? What was our corporate tax rate?
You do realize most of there's like these shells of industries and shells of textile facilities and things like that exist in the United States because in the 70s they moved to countries like China, Taiwan, right?
Then why was our unemployment rate the lowest it's been in the last 60 years?
Just because your unemployment rate is low doesn't mean the corporations aren't moving to other countries.
Okay, then who's employing all these people?
Yeah, we have a bunch of different ways that we can employ people, not just the manufacturing companies that,
Oh, so just manufacturing companies will move. That's your claim?
Oh yeah, big time.
Olivia, thank you so much for the baby dragon. I appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate that. So what's your argument? Like make the average American worse off to keep like more man. I have a clue. I have an idea. I actually agree with you. I like American manufacturing. Very good for a lot of reasons. We don't need to get into it. But I think that there's like non-intrusive regulatory ways to promote American manufacturing, such as investment in the free market to further inspire competition and innovation, right? What if we just took a laissez-faire approach on things and we said, well, if we want to provide more incentive for people to invest in America, to manufacture in America, right, and to stay in America, and for consumers to buy those American products, we give them additional funding, resources, and investment, right? And Olivia, thank you for the boxing gloves. Now, that's something that I don't see any presidential nominee really campaigning on that strongly, but the Biden-Harris administration did pass the Chips and Science Act that happened to do exactly that. Like we are
I love the Chips Act,
to be producing
I love 30%. The Chips Act, by the way. Yeah, I do like the Chips Act. Yeah.
Then you see where I'm coming from. Like we could get people to produce in America with things apart from tariffs.
I see exactly where you're coming from. But that's not the point, right? So once again, right, whenever we're talking about the concept of raising taxes on the rich and that somehow supplementing and making America better, that's just not the case.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought that we're particularly talking about like manufacturers in America and how we keep businesses here. If you want to reference a conversation about raising taxes on rich people, I don't think that we should just be baselessly raising taxes on rich people.
As well.
I also think that there is a point in which the taxes on rich people and corporations can be too high. But I absolutely support, right, a 28% corporate tax rate, which is the lowest corporate tax rate ever supported by a Democrat running on new tax policy, so we could further fund tax cuts for that average American to make their life better, especially in consideration of the income inequities that now exist caused by COVID. Creature, I appreciate you for the galaxy. Like I'm not just sitting over here screaming tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich because I hate them and I'm jealous. I'm sitting over here saying, well, let's increase their taxes a little bit to give more purchasing power to that low and the middle class. Who knows? Maybe if we give more purchasing power to the low and the middle class, that'll provide more incentivization for manufacturers to stay here. Who knows? Ashton, thank you for the $5.
So check it out. Once again, right, when we're talking about raising taxes on major corporations, right? So we can separate
by 7%. Good.
Okay, no, it's not good. It's not good at all. Because check it out. Look, historically speaking, I mean, we can talk about the 60s, right? When President Kennedy, he definitely, did a really good job of reducing taxes on corporations, right?
What was the corporate tax rate in the 60s?
I have no clue, but I know it was under the Economic Recovery Tax Act, right? So I can't remember the exact rate, but he did lower it, right?
30. Okay, he did a good job. Yeah, it was like 35%.
Okay, but he lowered it. Does that make sense?
That's 35%.
But regardless, he lowered it. Like so the act of lowering it stimulated the economy, right?
Okay, so bringing the corporate tax rate to 35% stimulated the economy.
No.
But bringing the corporate tax rate to 28% is bad for the economy.
Not it being at 35, but him lowering it, right?
So you're telling me if Biden were to like pass congressional policy right now to increase the corporate tax rate to 50%, that you'd support Kamala Harris because she'd lower it to 28%?
Well, first off, you want to speak about how tariffs are going to are going to
don't pivot. Don't pivot.
No, that's not pivoting. That's not pivoting.
It is. No, yes or no? Would you support? Would you support Joe Biden increasing the corporate tax rate to 50% right now, so then Kamala Harris can step in and lower it to 28%?
Well, I want to hold you to your logic here, because earlier you said that increasing tariffs, which is essentially the tax on these corporations that are importing, right, is going to, it's going to push off to the consumer. But on the same note, you can't identify that if you increase the corporate tax rates, that is also going to trickle down to the consumer.
The difference between these two things is that we know it's push off the consumer when we're referencing tariffs, because that is the mode that incentivizes American manufacturing. Like, tariffs cause an incentivization for American manufacturing because they cause inflation on the consumer. And we'd also have empirics to justify that increasing the corporate tax rate or decreasing the corporate tax rate has a marginal or negligible or zero impact on inflation. For instance, we had lower levels of inflation under Obama's term in comparison to Trump's term with the price of a good. And we had a higher corporate tax rate under Obama's term compared to Trump's term. But all things considered, I bet you might be able to, in some sense, tribute a very marginal amount of inflation to an increase in the corporate tax rate. We could also agree that we could attribute
I could make the same claim about tariffs.
One moment. We could attribute a very marginal amount of inflation to a decrease in taxes, right? Because
your logic is not
because they're
applying
increasing consumer spending. I think that a good, well-functioning economy has inflationary and disinflationary pressures, and I absolutely support an increase of 7% in the corporate tax rate to further fuel, right, tax cuts for 100 million American workers. And the reason that you can't make the same argument for tariffs is because there's more reasonable means of further incentivizing American manufacturing that aren't as inflationary, alongside the fact that when we compare this with his tax plan as a whole that he has no plan to pay for, this will ultimately serve as a massive detriment to the low and the middle class.
Oh, yeah, he does have a plan to pay for that tax plan, by the way.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so we're going to cut a bunch of spending from the federal government.
Like what?
Yeah, like all the unnecessarily three-letter agencies, right? So he already proposed it in 2021.
Three-letter agencies, they're only funded $100 billion per year. That will not pay for $3.9 trillion. Sorry, 5.8.
Wait, $100 billion only?
Yeah, you look it up. Someone brought up this point like last week, and I looked it up. Three-letter agencies, all of them, it's $100 billion.
Okay, no, you're completely wrong. I have the numbers right here in front of me.
What are they?
Okay, so the DoD gets $877 billion. The Department of Health and Human Services get $1.4 trillion. The Department of Education gets $100 billion. The Department of Housing and Urban Development gets $50 billion. The Department of Transportation gets $85 billion. The Department of Justice gets $40 billion. The Department of Homeland Security gets $70 billion. What? Like, come on now, I can keep going.
I was referencing like the CIA, FBI, which is
those are all three-letter agencies, right? Department of Education.
You're right. Donald Trump's only talked about cutting funding towards the CIA and FBI. He's actually talked about increasing funding for the DoD. He wants to rebuild our military and make it stronger.
No, so check it out, right?
He wants to further fund three-letter agencies?
No, absolutely not. He said he wants to cut those.
So then what does he mean when he says he wants to make the American military strong again?
Wait a second. So you do realize in 2020 he proposed a budget cut of 1.5 trillion, right? From more than just the FBI, CIA, and the ones that you talked about.
So what is he? So be very specific. What is he cutting? Because the predominant amount, that $1.5 trillion came. One moment. The predominant amount, that $1.5 trillion came from deregulation of the EPA. Alongside, he wants to cut the Department of Education.
Yes. Yeah. We need to cut that for sure.
Okay. So make sure that kids in like Alabama have a lower level of funding for their school than kids in
that's
California.
Not at all what that's going to do.
So it absolutely is. Because who disproportionately funds students learning in a lot of red states in the South?
No. So we're actually going to shift that to the states, right? So that's where that makes the most sense.
Yeah, but right now, today, right, who is funding kids learning in like Alabama the most? The federal government or Alabama the state?
Probably the federal government, but I will say the DOE.
So we're going to make sure that kids have a worse education so we can make Trump.
No, once again, you're misconstruing what I'm saying, and we can do a breakdown of the DOE budget, right? If you want to, if you really want to, I can pull up their budget and we can break it down. But the point here is we can.
Claire, thank you for your concert. I appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love.
We don't need all the funding for the DOE that we're giving right now. It's just
unnecessary. So take money out of education and invest it into tax cuts?
No. So we take, absolutely.
Oh my God!
By cutting taxes. Yeah.
Kayla, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. I do really appreciate you for the love. W's for Kayla down below in the chat.
By cutting taxes.
Oh, not to a rate in which you'd be relevant. Like, how much what increase in consumer spending did we see under the TCJ for the last 7 years? Do you know?
Okay, well, that was a very minor cut, right? So that wasn't considered a major cut.
Wait, it was $1.9 trillion, $5.8 trillion was more major.
Let's talk about the percentage of the paycheck that was cut, right? It was about 3% on middle and lower class, right?
But there was still $1.9 trillion invested into cutting taxes, and yet it only increased our GDP by $10 billion a year.
You're not going to increase consumer
spending. So how much will the TCGA for another 10 years increase our GDP per year on average?
Once again, you're not going to increase consumer spending by cutting 3% off of people's taxes, right? But what you can increase consumer spending is by not taxing tips and not taxing overtime, right? So those two things can absolutely increase consumer spending. That's a lot more.
M Sharp, I appreciate you for the boxing gloves. W from Michelle down in the chat. M Sharp with 2 boxing gloves. I do do really appreciate you for the love. Massive W's for Michelle. I do really appreciate you so much. Yeah, I don't think that Donald Trump is going to cut taxes for like no tax on tips or no tax on overtimes because he doesn't know how he's going to pay for it. And like we know that he doesn't know how he's going to pay for it because JD Vance wouldn't tell us how they intend to pay for it. Then why doesn't JD Vance? Are you telling us that you know more about his tax policy than his vice president?
I'm telling you based on Trump's last presidency and what he proposed, right?
No. Listen. Do you know more about Donald Trump's proposed tax policy than JD Vance?
I have no clue, but are you referencing the debate or what?
Yeah, well, like when he wouldn't tell us how where that $5.8 trillion is going to
come from. Awesome. Because, last time I checked in a debate, we don't really break down nitty gritties when we have like 60 to 90 seconds to speak with a question.
He didn't give any details.
Yeah. And Tim Walz didn't give any details on anything either.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think he gave the best answer in the world, but at least it's on Kamala Harris's website insofar as how she's going to pay for that $2.4 trillion. Where is it on Trump's website? And did JD Vance give any answer at all?
Yeah, yes, he's given answers during that. Yeah, he gave direct answers to every question during that debate.
Oh, really? So what was his direct answer to if Trump won or lost 2020?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Actually. So he said,
Kayla, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal, Kayla.
So check it out, right?
And Summer, thank you for the $50 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Summer. Massive W's for Summer down below in that chat. Thank you so much for the $50. Massive W's for Summer and Kayla. I do really appreciate you guys for the love. Summer says, thank you for helping me change my mind. One of the most important people in my life, Dean. Thank you for a million times over. Summer, I love you. W's for Summer.
Yeah, he did. He stated that the true issue with the democracy isn't the fake ballots that they want to shift it towards. It's actually the censorship by the media to the right wing.
So did Trump win 2020?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. He didn't win in 2020.
So then why didn't JD Vance say that?
Oh,
why does Donald Trump think he does?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh wait, yeah. Would you ever vote for someone that's trying to like coup a country because they thought they won an election that they lost, so they just tried to rig it?
Well, it's very undemocratic to say that we can't challenge elections,
$5,
right? It's very
no, there's nothing wrong with challenging the results of an election given the proper legal channels. However, Donald Trump didn't take the proper legal channels. He sent 7 different slates of fake electorates to 7 different states to cast fake certificates of ascertainment into Congress from states that he lost, stating that he won, so he could install himself for a second term. Were those the proper channels to challenge the election, Mosey?
No, not necessarily, but I also don't think...
Okay, so Donald Trump tried to coup the country. Great, and you're still voting for him.
He didn't try
Absolutely he did.
Okay, so on January 20th, was there not a peaceful transfer of power?
Kay, I appreciate you for the boxing gloves. I do really appreciate you for the love.
Whenever you coup a country, right, you stay in power, right? So.
But what did I say? But what did I say? What words came out of my mouth? He tried to. He failed because Mike Pence didn't place him above the U.S. Constitution. Would you ever vote for someone that's tried to rig the outcome of an election?
Okay, so where's there's a lawsuit pertaining to this, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and look at why don't we go ahead and look at the January 6th indictment ongoing right now? James, thank you so much for the galaxy. Right from the January 6th indictment ongoing right now, and the ones that have already failed, and now Donald Trump is admitted in those January 6th indictments,
it's obvious,
as well as the fact that Donald. It's not obvious lawfare. You're obviously the thing here is this means that you have never read the January 6th indictment. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, you're not wrong. I haven't read the indictment, but I mean, it's obvious lawfare. They commit lawfare.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, Mosey. The reason why I know that you've never read the indictment is because you're calling it lawfare. In the indictment, as well as to the Supreme Court, Donald Trump admitted to trying to rig the outcome of the election.
He admitted to trying to. Okay. Please, I want to hear a source for this. Where he admitted to trying to rig the outcome of the election.
Yep, I got you. Don't worry. So I'll go ahead and play the clip
of Donald Trump saying, "Yes, I tried to rig the outcome of the election." I would love to hear that quote.
Yeah, sure. Here's Donald Trump's lawyer speaking to a news anchor, and it's still
Donald Trump's lawyer. I want to hear from. You said Donald Trump admitted it. I want to hear Donald Trump say it.
So this is legal representation. His legal representation is talking about how they went to the Supreme Court and they tried to argue that Donald Trump sending fake slates of electorates to 7 different states to cast fake votes for Trump, saying that he won from states that he lost, was an official act of his presidency. Let's go ahead and listen to it together.
Official conduct, the immune acts in the indictment are stripped away, that Jack Smith doesn't have a case, that this case should be dismissed on that basis. I don't think there's sufficient private conduct here to support the indictment, to support the ongoing prosecution. And that's what we're going to be litigating in front of the district court now.
Even just the false slates of electors, you don't think that would constitute enough for a trial?
Well, we would say alternate slates of electors. And as we argued before the Supreme Court, alternate slates of electors have been a method used by previous presidents, most notably Ulysses S. Grant, to ensure the integrity of prior elections. So we believe the assembly of those alternate slates of electors was an official act
so what's
of
bad
the
about
presidency.
that?
That's what we argued before the Supreme Court.
Okay.
What's bad about suggesting alternate slates of electorates? What's bad about that? And what's illegal about that?
Okay, so did you just ask me what is bad about going to states, right, implanting your own electors from those states with a fake vote from the state with fake numbers that don't represent the people's vote?
Where did the fake number?
And then taking that to Congress on January 6th and giving it to Congress and telling Mike Pence to certify those as being real. What's bad about that is it takes the voice and the vote of all the citizens in those states that rightfully elected Joe Biden, and it installs Trump stating that he won, even though he didn't.
That's not at all what just happened. That's not at all what was just said. You just made all of that up.
No, you could see pictures
Once
of
again,
the fake slates of
replacing electorates, right?
And you could see
just admitted,
pictures.
right? USSS Grant did it.
One moment. And you could see pictures of the fake certificates of ascertainment online. Nothing that I just said was made up.
Okay, so check it out. You're saying that he made up fake votes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Where's this at?
Where's this at? Sure. Do you want me to show you pictures of them? Like, do you want to see the fake certificates of ascertainment?
The fake? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sure, let's do it. This one's actually pretty interesting, chat. I don't think we've ever gotten this far into this topic on live, but it's really, really interesting because I went like insane researching this. Here we go, everybody. Give me a minute. Let me find them real quick. All right. Fake certificate of ascertainment. Everyone, in the meantime, guys, make sure that we are double tapping away on that phone screen. Phenomenal. Awesome. Here we go. Yo, DMC Neil, I appreciate you for the boxing gloves. I appreciate you so much for the boxing gloves. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look up nationalarchives.gov 2020 presidential election unofficial certificates submitted to the Office of the Federal Register, and you'll have a list of email correspondence. Thank you so much for the love, Erica. Between the Office of the Federal Registry in these states, and you'll have the correspondence through emails between the Federal Registry and the states telling them about these fake votes from Trump's fake slates. And then if you want to see pictures of the fake votes, now, just again, this is just for the pictures. This isn't like a source that I'd give you always. You could go on Trump's fake electorate plot wiki. Like, once again, this isn't the source that I'm giving you to justify my claim. My source to justify my claim would be the National Registry, but there's pictures of the fake votes.
You're replacing the word unofficial with fake. Okay, so check it out. It's an unofficial certificate. I know exactly what you're talking about now. So check it out, right? So that's just obviously you're using the rhetoric to make it seem like it's something it's not. These are unofficial certificates of ascertainment. They're not fake. They're unofficial, meaning these are the ones that he submitted, right, before they were to become official, right? The ones that were going to assign the electorates, but obviously it didn't happen. They're not fake. They're unofficial.
No. So have you read the John Eastman memos?
I don't need to read the John. I know exactly what this is.
So the reason why you need to read the John Eastman memos is because
the word fake is not in here. The word fake is not in here.
Mosey, of course they're going to call them alternative.
No. This is archives.gov.
They're going to call them alternative.
This is archives.gov. The word fake is not in here.
Yeah, because they're calling them unofficial. Do you mind if I explain this to you?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Tell me.
So if you read the John Eastman memos, you could see how John Eastman and Rudy Giuliani talked about these fake slates of electorates with the false certificates of ascertainment in which they both lost their law licenses
They're not
for.
fake.
Allow me to finish. Okay. And the reason that the FDR is calling them unofficial is because they're from Trump's slates of electorates. So every single time we have an election, right, the people will make their voice known in their state, they will vote, and then the state has an official electorate, and they're given the certificate of ascertainment to take to Congress.
Absolutely.
Right? The unofficial certificates of ascertainment are from Trump's alternative slates of electorates that he sent to these states without the permission of the state to then cast into Congress. So the official certificate of ascertainment says that Biden wins, right? The fake unofficial certificate of ascertainment says Trump wins. Trump then took this to the fake slates of electorates. They cast these into Congress, okay? And then he pressured Mike Pence into certifying them as being real. We have Mike Pence in an interview saying that the reason he doesn't endorse Donald Trump today is because Donald Trump had asked him to place him above the U.S. Constitution. We know that Bill Barr at the DOJ resigned because Donald Trump tried to pressure him in to falsely announcing widespread voter fraud when there wasn't any. Okay. We also specifically know that it is the case that Donald Trump told his chief strategist, as well as his chief of staff, a month before the election, that he was gonna fucking rig it. You could hear the leaked audio from Steve Bannon that leaked on October 31st before the election unfolded about how Donald Trump was going to claim that he won on the night of the election. So once again, I love your confidence, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because once again, right, so he proposed to the states that they change the electorates, right? When you do that, you are going to unofficially, right, release a certificate of ascertainment.
Already wrong.
Fake. It's not fake.
It is fake. It is fake. He made fake certificates of ascertainment.
Fake in it.
Because they're calling the terminology that they use is irrelevant to what it represented.
It's not okay, but this is the official terminology.
Yeah, the official terminology is that they're unofficial. The unofficial certificate of ascertainment that they're referencing is the fake one made by Donald J. Trump. That is why his lawyers lost their law licenses. You understand that, right? Like, everything I'm saying here is true. He admitted to it. I played you the clip. So my argument is based upon facts, court hearings, indictments, arguments to the Supreme Court, leaked clips from Steve Bannon. Your argument is based upon the word that the National Archives uses.
Okay, so check it out, right? These are not artificial, right? They would say artificial. No, they
wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
Unofficial.
They are fake.
Meaning he submitted the request and the request was denied. No, is that not what happened?
No, you could literally read the emails on the website. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you right now. This is one of the emails on the website from the National Archives.
No, wait a second. I want you to answer the question.
This is coming specifically from their government. Okay, this is coming from Ryan Nesjulslin, the chief legal counsel. In the office of the governor in the state of Wisconsin, and this is going to the National Archives. Good afternoon, Riley. For your awareness, we received today unofficial certificates from the Republican electors who were not appointed by the governor. I've attached a scan of what we received for your information.
Perfect. Awesome. So once again, were these codified or were they shot down?
They were sent to Congress and shot down by Mike Pence.
Awesome. Cool. So they were shot down, right?
So yes, his fake electorate plan, his coup failed.
No, it was not a coup, first off.
It was. He tried to rig the outcome of the election.
No, he did not try to rig the outcome of the election.
Yes, he did. Dude, oh my God, you're so fucking dense. I just read you off the email. About how Trump sent these fake Republicans to states with the fake certificates of ascertainment and then sent them to Congress and they were shot down. The fake certificate of ascertainment represented a vote in which Donald Trump won, although the real vote, right, had appointed Biden. Okay, do you understand? I just read you off the email. You're so full of it.
Yeah, so listen, once again, right? He submitted it, right? So it wasn't like he
tried to rig it.
No, he didn't try to rig it, right?
Yes, no, you read the email. For your awareness today, we received certificates from the Republican electors who were not appointed by the governor.
This is Arizona, right?
This is Wisconsin.
Okay, Wisconsin. Let's pull up the unofficial one from Wisconsin.
Like, dude, for the 9,000 people watching, the Republican has to be this dense in this scenario. Like, he won't turn on his brain because if he does, he loses the debate. Like, he has to actively act like Donald Trump didn't try to rig 2020 by sending fake votes to Congress. Because as soon as he starts acting reasonable, rational, and logical, he loses the debate. That is why Mosey is acting like this right now. This is why Mosey is acting like your 5-year-old son or daughter when you catch them having a cup of ice cream a little bit too late or sneaking a soda at 8:30 p.m. No, I didn't do it. I found it. It was open. That was from earlier. See, that is what Mosey's acting like right now. People have been arrested for this, Mosey. John Eastman and Rudy Giuliani lost their law licenses for this, Mosey. We have a January 6th indictment today because of this, Mosey. Like, dude, come on, Mosey. Use your brain.
Yo, check it. Okay, check it out, Dean. First off, once again, these are unofficial, right? Certificates of ascertainment. They are not fake, right? It was submitted and shot down through our current legal system. It's not like, I mean, it's not like he's going to get away with faking it, right? And once again, there was a peaceful transfer of power on.
So you admit that you admit that he tried to change the outcome of the election, but it got shot down.
Okay, sure. At most, he tried to change the outcome of the election and got shot down.
And what do we call that? So Donald Trump tried to change the outcome of the election. Donald Trump tried to rig the election.
Well, before I even have this debate, first off, I need to understand.
No, say it. You agreed. No. You agreed that Donald Trump tried to change the outcome of the election.
No. Because
yes, you did. You're walking back in what you've said.
Because I can't make this claim from ignorance. I haven't studied this.
I know, you really should study it before you're so confident about your claims. I will happily let you go so you could study it before we continue this conversation. I'm fine with that.
I mean, you won't even go into anything important like, immigration or the economy, right?
We talked about the economy for 40 minutes before we got onto this. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and once again, you're talking about all this spending that Kamala Harris is going to do, but you can't talk about anything.
No. So we talked about their both proposed economic policy for 40 minutes before we got into this conversation. You agreed and conceded that Donald Trump tried to rig the outcome of the 2020 election. If you want to do more research into it before we have a continued conversation, you're good. I'll let you go. I'm fine with that. This is a topic that isn't talked about much by mainstream media. I'm not going to expect you to be as educated on it as me.
That isn't talked about much.
You know what I mean?
No. This is the issue that I have right here, right? So the real rigging, once again, is coming from the media. It's not coming from Donald Trump unofficially trying to, make this board of electorate and submit these certificates.
I have something going on weird in my brain right now. Can I explain to you what it is? So the discrepancy in my head is that you said Donald Trump tried to change the outcome of the election unofficially, but you won't say that Donald Trump thereby tried to rig it.
Okay, because I don't understand all of the information yet, right? So there could be a reason, right? Maybe Wisconsin was counted wrong. I have no clue. I would have to study it. And as a matter of fact, you have no clue either because this hasn't been brought into a court and he hasn't been tried and found guilty. So that's the other thing.
So it has actually been brought into multiple courts.
Yeah. Okay. Right? So it's been brought into court, but he hasn't been tried and found guilty.
Well, they're not litigating if these are things that he's done. They're litigating on if he should be held criminally responsible. And the litigation is literally on, does presidential immunity apply to Trump?
But once again, neither of us understand, right? Because he has not been tried and found guilty. So we're making claims based off of the assumption of guilt.
Listen to me. I'm not making a claim on the basis of an assumption of guilt. I'm making a claim. Okay, Mosey,
you're assuming he's guilty.
So I'm explaining to you how this works, and you're not listening to me. Are you ready to listen? Pookie?
Okay, listen. I'll do this research on my own, right? We can talk about other things.
I'm going to explain it to you. I'm not assuming Trump's guilt here because Donald Trump has admitted to these things. The ongoing litigation is to determine on if Donald Trump should face criminal repercussions for trying to rig the election in lieu of presidential immunity. The ongoing litigation is not to determine if these are things that Trump did. Okay? And I direct you to the brief from Jack Smith yesterday. Jack Smith dropped a bombshell on this yesterday.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was muted there. No. So check it out. It's once again, right? We're making the assumption that Trump is guilty of a crime he has not been charged for.
You're so annoying. What did I just say? Can you repeat what I just said?
Okay. Before we could get to the point where we decide whether or not he can be found criminally guilty, right? we would have to have that, in the first place.
I'm gonna puke, man. I'm gonna puke. I'm not gonna say it a third time. Goodbye, Mosey. I'm gonna puke. Jesus Christ. Hey guys, is Parker live? Should we send him over a raid? How about that? How about that, guys? Should we send him over a raid? Gabby, I appreciate you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much. W's for Gabby down below in the chat. Can you comment Parker's at? We're going to go ahead and shoot him over a raid, guys. And then also, I just want to say, Mosey, if you're still listening, you're smart. You're a smart fella. You're a smart fella, okay? You just got to learn how to be honest. That's all. Like, I get it. You would have lost the debate if you applied your intelligence into the last conversation like you did in our first. That's all. You willfully didn't apply your intelligence there because you would have lost if you did. Y'all, can I have every single one of you guys head over to Parker's stream? We're going to go ahead and hit a co-host with him for, I don't know, about an hour or so. And on your way out, y'all, make sure to hit that follow button. We are edging 971,000 followers. Now that's huge. And also, before you head over to Parker's, watch my recent video. Last night, I debated Nick Fuentes and Andrew Tate. That's huge, huh? Go watch my video, get my thoughts. Drop it a like, too. Go shit on the Nazis in the comment section. There's a lot of them. Shellick, I appreciate you for the subscription. All right. See you all over at Parker Get a Job. See you guys there. Peace and love. Bye-bye.